I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling.
We can even get a bigger venue. People in Vegas want us back. Wisconsin is a welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio.
Boxing Voice.
I hear you talking, I might have to pull his card. You walk it like you talk it, I'ma walk out like a star. Let's get it pop, let's get it pop. The girls start when I make my ring walk. Lean with a broke jaw for that broke cheap talk. My footwork, sweet pea, bud cross. Left hook like Sugar Ray Robs. I'm a problem, can't solve. I see her watching, shorty Japanese, and she calling me a monster. She ain't tell me they had these in Wisconsin. I came in two-tone, now we got the yams calling. We at border wars with the vibes and the drama. He trolling online, but he don't really want a problem. Say chant, we about the same weight, meet me halfway, chant. Border wars.
Come out and
TVV getting bigger and we taking shit on tour. Border wars. Then we sanction. USA Boxing got the whole telephone. What a night, I got the whole crowd rave. Second round stop like my name, Tip Bayless. I'm a big dog, I ain't never been Bayless. Big Wolf, shout out Lobo, this dangerous. Let's switch the lines, betting show going crazy. Main event brazen, undercard way. I'ma fly in and I might rent me a Mercedes. Ringside seats like this was Loma versus Haynes. It's the Boxing Voice, the commentary going crazy. That's where the king born in power chat, never lazy. If you ain't showing love, then you a mug, they hate it.
even in an amateur fight, commentary, live interviews, pre and post fight.
Say chant, we about the same weight, meet me halfway, chant. Border wars. TDV getting bigger and we taking shit on tour. Border wars.
Send that fucking beat.
What up, Ness?
Let Mozzie step on.
Told you I got you.
Boxing Voice.
What up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. This is your second episode of the day, and today we're going to be talking about the latest breaking news coming to you from Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Sports. They are promoting Jaron Boots Ennis' next fight. We're going to give you all the details. The rumors were true. He is fighting Uisma Lima, so that is who he's going to be fighting. It will happen October 11th, as the rumors were swirling. They happen to be true. Boots is on a title run, and he's choosing this WBA eliminator, and there is an IBO title on the line, so he'll be getting strapped up in this particular matchup as well. This is what we're going to be discussing. If you guys are interested, you know what to do. You can call in on Twitter, X Spaces, and or Discord. Jaron Boots Ennis is officially on the hunt for a new world title after amazing performances at 147, particularly his performance against Eimantas Stanionis. He has now vacated his welterweight belts officially and is now making his debut at 154. His first test will be a WBA final eliminator against the IBO Super-Welterweight champion, Uisma Lima. Now, we've had guys call in that feel that Lima is a guy that's going to come to fight. He's going to give Boots a good fight. But ultimately, Boots should get the win. So if he loses, it will be an upset. Even if Lima was a little better than perceived, it would still be an upset due to how popular Boots is and how highly people think of his skills. Now, this isn't just a simple move for Boots, as there's a lot of competition at 154, but it is the beginning of his quest to become a two-division champion. He did win 2 titles at 47, and now if he can win a title at 54, he continues to make history. And it looks like Matchroom has him lined up just perfect. I see potentially a vacant title shot for the Super WBA versus Yoenis Tellis. Tellis is going the Abbas route and has to get a win in order for him to think about a potential fight with Jaron Boots Ennis. But that is what could potentially await him if he gets past his opponent in Abbas. But we'll break down this high-stakes showdown, and we'll discuss all the moves that are Boots, his decision to move up, the potential dangers that await for him. What exactly does Lima bring to the table, in your opinion? These are all things that we're looking for you to call in and voice your opinion on. Today, we're going to be talking the official news from Jaron Boots Ennis, Matchroom, and Eddie Hearn. Boots is moving to super welterweight on Saturday, October 11th at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Ennis will begin that journey to become a 2-weight world champion with a final eliminator in the WBA, as well as a IBO Super-Welterweight championship, because Lima is coming into this with an IBO strap. Once again, if this is something that you want to talk about, feel free. Call in. Discord available. X Spaces also available. Is this an easy win for Boots, or is there some potential danger in the unknown? Fats, what up?
Yo,
What up?
what up, man? Hey, did I tell you that bullshit you was talking a couple weeks ago was bullshit? I told you that. You don't even know. I don't want to hear all that IBF rule this, IBF rule that. Nah, man, Sam, it don't work like that. When you know how it work. When you're a name and you got strapped down the lower belt, they make sure you can be a mandatory for somebody for one of them belts, whatever belt you got, most likely. Same way Crawford just moved up with the WBA 2 weight classes, and all of a sudden he get the Canelo fight.
Well, this an
It's the same
eliminator.
shit.
Ain't no belt on the line.
I know that, but I was telling you that he could have moved up with his WBA or IBF status and fight for one of them guys right away. But then you were talking about the rule book and all that, and I'm like, nah, that's bullshit. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Same way Crawford got his belt.
I mean, he's
moved
not
right
fighting
up
for a belt, though.
Who, Crawford?
No, Ennis.
I mean, I know he not, but I'm saying he could have. I'm telling you, he could have used that. He could have used his cachet to fight for a belt right away. But you know, he not. You know what I'm saying?
And why you think he ain't doing that? If you think he could have done it, why you think he not doing it?
Cause Boots move a little careful, man. Boots take baby steps. I'm not gonna lie, he moved worse than Tank. I thought I'd never see it.
I mean, he
moved worse
unified.
than
Tank never unified, and he was a lenial.
I knew you was gonna say that, right? So I got you in the trap right now.
Trap me.
I'm gonna tell you how I try trap. First off, Boots got his belt via email.
So did Tank. So did Tank.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Tank didn't, but I'm telling you how.
And then after that, after he became champ, he took a belt directly from the champ. Unlike Tank.
That's a lie. Tank took the belt off Pedraza, did he not?
Man, what the fuck? You going in your bag? My man went 10 years ago.
I'm just saying that's a fact. That's a fact. Look. Tank took the belt off Pedraza. Did he not do that right or wrong? Did he not do that?
Senor, 10 years, 15 years ago.
All right, but hold on. Pedraza was a top 10 opponent, top 5 opponent in the weight class at the time, right?
Nah, he wasn't Stanionis.
Yeah, he was. Oh, he wasn't Stanionis, and that's cut the bullshit. He was top 5 in that division when Tank beat him. That's a fact. You can't take it from him. I don't like how he been moving after that neither, but he did do it. So you got Jaron Boots Ennis. I get that he got the Stanionis when and I like that, but bruh, you supposed to use that cachet to move up. Turkey shouldn't be telling us. You told him you want 2 tune-up fights before you fight Virgil. Even though Virgil not a champion up there, but Virgil might be the best dude in the division, not outside of Terrence Crawford. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, Jaron Boots Ennis moving kind of scary, man. You know what I mean? Like Lima, I don't know who that dude is, but his family know who he is, so I guess that's all that matters. But we don't know that guy. Right now he ducked Virgil Ortiz to fight Lima. I can't even put stock in that. They saying that this fight him and Virgil gonna fight. I can't even put stock in that because these dudes out here saying the fight ain't ready yet. Even though neither one of them got a belt, but that's what they saying right now. So the fact is, Boots is moving worse than Tank. We just gotta call it for what it is. I mean, I thought I'd never see it, but
you capping
he's moving
hard.
Worse than Tank.
You capping hard.
This is how he moving.
He never unified. He can't be moving worse than Tank.
You talking about he ain't never unified when Stanionis was the only top 5, top 10 opponent he beat in that division. When Tank beat Pedraza was a top 10, top 5 opponent.
Bruh, how you giving Tank credit for Pedraza in 2025? You disgusting right now.
What you mean? It's on his resume. It's on his resume.
Right,
is it not?
Bruh,
is it not on his resume?
Bruh, you wildin'. Hey, what's the year the Cleveland Browns won the Super Bowl? We still giving them credit for that?
Shit. But you'll bring up how Devin Haney and all them beat Lomachenko, got Lomachenko and Regis on his resume.
You talking about wins that Tank refused to take, bruh. Like, of course we gonna bring up Loma. Of course we gonna bring up Loma. Tank ain't wanna fight Loma.
But Loma been beat by like what three times before Haney beat him.
Hey, that's a good career. 3 losses, man. Hall of Fame career.
Matter. See, look. See, you want cap for him, but his best win is.
Bro, I can't believe you out here capping for Tank. That's nasty.
I'm not. I'm just telling you. Hey, I'm just telling you that Jaron Boots Ennis is moving worse than Tank. That's just a fact.
You know that's a lie, but I like it. I like it. You trying to activate the Tank fans to beef with the Boots fans. I see what you're doing.
I'm telling you, he is moving worse than Tank. I thought I'd never see it, but that's how Jaron Boots Ennis is moving, man. But I'm glad the WBC ranked him high. He should. He
just unified last year. Tank been fighting 15 years, never unified. It ain't the same.
It wouldn't have been unification had he not got the belt via email.
Ain't the same.
That's just a fact.
That's a fact. And Tank got a belt right now via email. That's a fact. The one Devin Haney left him with.
I'm not saying he don't.
Little Christmas present.
But Tank has beat a top 5 opponent in his division before.
Yeah, one time 20 years ago.
Hey, it happened.
20 years ago, you out here talking about that old ass win.
It happened, man. It happened, but you got Boots moving up to fight Lima. I mean, come on, dog.
Yeah.
You don't get
Tuna.
You don't get no play.
Tuna.
He told Turkey.
Who tougher right now, Lima or Gamboa?
Gamboa.
Oh man, you wild.
You know that the same Gamboa Crawford fought.
Yeah, the same Gamboa Devin
The same Gamboa Devin fought. Right. Don't act like you don't know.
Tougher?
Hold on.
Who
Rolly,
tougher?
Hold on. Rolly is a better win than anybody
Who tougher, man?
on Boots resume.
Lima tougher or that dude you talking about?
Rolly way tougher than Lima. Don't do that. Don't do that. At the time Tank beat Rolly, he was undefeated.
I was
Is
talking
Rolly
about
not a better win than Stanionis?
Pedraza. You trying to change it to Rolly? We could change it to
No,
Rolly.
I'm just saying though. Is Rolly not a better win than Stanionis?
Nah.
Maybe because he ain't have a belt.
People consider Rolly a fake champ till the Ryan fight, bro. Like he just got his stripes. They were saying he was out here robbing people till that fight. Come on.
He would, but at the time Tank beat him, he was undefeated. He was top 10 in the division.
Not a champ.
Rightfully. It don't matter. He was top 10 in the division. Everybody can't be a champ. But you giving Boots all the credit. Don't get me wrong.
Boots just unified. Boots just unified. He ain't bringing up wins from 1998.
Yo, but he fighting Lima next in his next weight class.
IBO champ. IBO champ. Boots fighting a chip. He could make the same shirt as Devin. He only fight champions. Same shirt as Devin. Hey, if you don't know, let this be your warning. All year is going down. November 8th, Border Wars, in association with Counterpunch Podcast and the Lugo Boxing Fitness Gym with the Boxing Voice. 40 fights going down in Atlanta. Make sure you tap in. Lock your spot in before it's too late. $50 sign-up fee. That's $100 discount compared to last season. So do what you got to do now. Now. What the hell? Crazy. Phone lines open for those that want to call in. Don't forget, if you're watching this on X live streaming video, go ahead and hit that retweet, repost. If you're listening on X Spaces, retweet, repost. What up?
All right, good. I said, you got me. I said, your ass always come to me when I'm driving, when the goddamn state trooper be right next to me. I be like, come on, man. So I be trying to time it. But, hey, my boy from Baltimore was killing me with what the hell he called him? Uisma Lima? You know, it's funny. Remember, you were just saying that 2 days ago, Ness. You was like, everybody gonna be tripping on this guy. You like, don't nobody know his damn name. How do you pronounce it? Is it Uisma? Uisma? Like, that's, it's English people. We be pronouncing stuff wrong. Maybe we gotta ask Rico. Rico pronounced stuff perfect. So I genuinely don't know. I'm with you on this. Hey, shit, I ain't tripping, man. Booth fight him an IBO champion. Now, the one thing I'm not feeling though is because remember I told you, how Eddie gonna say Booth's fighting Virgil next, and then of course we seen Virgil Pop say that's cap. But then I'm like, if Booth was fighting Virgil next, I'm like, why Eddie got him going on the what you call it, man, the WBA title eliminator? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm like you. That means he got to be fighting Taz next if Taz get past the box Baruch.
Yes, sir.
And I like Taz. I love them Cubans. David Moretta, Cuban Kukui, my guy. But yeah, I'm with you. That ain't a good fight for my boy Taz. I ain't gonna lie. I'm with you on that one. So I ain't tripping on it. The only thing I do think about it though, I think that undercard probably gonna be stinky. That undercard when I went in November, that shit was playing. I meant to send it to you too, because I remember you had Brian Nomasino talking about it. Them tickets was pretty. He was right. Them tickets was pretty nice price. I always tell everybody, Eddie judged me though. See, granted, I was third row. I was living right behind the media. I think my ticket was like $600 or something like that. Dang. But fucking 2 seats behind me, them motherfuckers was $300. I was fucking pissed when I saw Eddie backstage. I'm like, he judged me. He judged me, man. He got me. But I said, it's okay, because now it's the lesson learned. So now I know better. And I was looking online, I couldn't find no ticket out for literally 2 seats behind me. So I'm like, no, I don't want to mess out. But, I couldn't call in early in that, so I was real busy. I agree with Bias Brim when it comes to the Shakur and Tio thing, because Tio, I get punched drunk, that's the boy, but you and Ryan, y'all handle him well, man. Y'all handle him well, because, yeah, like you said, it's my money. I do what the hell I want to do with it. You know what I mean? And remember, Turkey said on your show, too, he said, what he said, I stall them out until they come crawling, begging back or something like that. Damn, now that's what T.O. doing. Mm-mm-mm. But look, this last thing though. And I'm not gonna ruin it, but did you like weapons? I heard everybody saying they didn't
Hell
see it and
no,
all
that
that. Did
shit
you like
was
it? Man?
ass, man. You
You
know
didn't
that
like it?
shit was
You know what's
ass.
crazy? I seen a lot of people saying that it was
You
ass.
know
I
that
don't
shit
know. I
was
liked it, man.
ass.
You know what? You know, I'm everybody was telling me they didn't like it because they said it was no reason for it to be horror except for the gore. And I said, yeah, I
It
said that's
was
why it was a mystery though.
it was
But see,
no
you
reason for that
know
shit
this
to
like
be
I told you,
called weapons
you don't
either.
like them sequence movies. Yeah, you don't like them sequence movies. So when I watched it, I said Ness ain't gonna like this shit. But that shit was Gucci to me though. I mean, let's hope that they probably do better. I guess something different. I don't know. Maybe an origin story or some shit because you can tell by the ending. I'm sure that they're gonna make a second. So. I don't know, but lesson learned is don't get nobody a bowl of water, especially no old ass lady.
Hmm.
So that's all I got, man. I'll holler at you. Appreciate you, Ness.
Yeah, I think that shit should have never been called weapons, bro. That shit was, that title was so misleading and deceiving. It was just ridiculous, bro. They set people up with that title. Had y'all expecting a whole different movie. Paper Chase, what up? Lock them down, lock them down. Lock them down, man. We left that chat open. Lock them down. Shut the gates on them, man. Shut the gates. Khaled, what up?
Yo, 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 yo.
Ew.
Hey, congratulations, man, on that whole Atlanta Border Wars thing, and that's big time right there, bro.
Appreciate it.
It's the up and up, man.
Word.
Hey, but
We excited.
I think Shakur and Tio, man, that'll be a good fight. But I say starve his ass out, like the last caller said, bro. You can't be talking crazy, talking down on this man' country, his religion, and all that type of shit. Now you want this man to spend the money to make the fight. Nah, bro. Don't write a check that your ass can't cash. And yeah, it's a good fight for boxing, but it got some other shit out there for Shakur. But T.O. got to learn this lesson. He gonna have to sit this one out, watch it from the sidelines. Cause I mean, who he got? Who he with? What's the next good fight for T.O.?
Ain't none.
He burning bridges, bro. Now you want to go talk to the money man? Nah. So I mean, if it happened, if T.O. Well, if Turk make it happen, then I hope he make that motherfucker eat out of the palm of his hands, bro. Do a public fucking apology and make him do some more shit too, and make him the fucking B side.
Mm.
Yeah, make him the B side, bro. Because I mean, he was talking crazy, and then he was talking all that racist shit too. Now you trying to get a bag with the black dude with the nigga that you was just talking about. So, yeah, I'll definitely put some stipulations on his ass, but make the fight because I mean it will be a good fight. But yeah, man, you got to make Tio work for it, bro, because you can't be talking all that shit and you think you're gonna make a couple of tweets and you think the fucking yeah, whatever the fuck his title is supposed to fucking bow down to that bullshit. But hey man, Boots man, with Boots man, he got all this praise and all this shit from all these fucking potential Hall of Fame fighters. Man, fuck that tune up shit, bro. You don't need no fucking tune up. I think that
Oh,
shit
it's
weak
too
than a
late.
bitch.
This shit official.
I know that shit weak than a bitch. If anything, bro, you could have got in there with keep Thurman. Could have got in there with Thurman, Virgil, all that tune-up shit, bro. Like, who the fuck you fighting? Charlo? Get in there with one of them dudes. You younger than them, and that would have been a good test, bro. You claiming you this big time fighter, you special, and go and get in there with one of them. But this tune-up shit, bro, because who next? Virgil? Potentially?
Allegedly, but his father saying that's cap.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, bro, you claiming a tune-up, bro, and then you like, who the next fight? I don't know, man. I fuck with Boots. He got some cool skills. I think his best performance was fucking Villa because the fucking. I know you said he just unified, but bro, That was a nigga coming off a layoff who just had a baby, bro. That nigga was not impressive at all.
Who?
That was a
Stanionis?
good performance. Yeah, man, that was a good performance by Boots, bro. But Stanionis ain't bring no heat, man. He ain't bring nothing, bro. He did
Y'all
not
trying
look
to
good in that
discredit
fight,
Boots,
man.
man. That's crazy.
No, I'm not trying to. I said Boots looked good. That was a good performance by Boots. But Stanionis, bro, did not bring no heat, bro. Tell me he did.
I mean, he brought the fight
And
he
then,
always bring.
nah, bro, he did not look good, bro. That nigga laid down, bro. And off a layoff, bro. I mean, he had a belt and shit, so we can't discredit him. You know, he unified, but come on, bro. Boots still got some questions that got to be answered, man. So this tune-up shit, that ain't gonna cut it. He still got some questions that got to be answered, bro. Put him in there with Keith Thurman. That's what I say. Put him in there with Keith Thurman.
I
Because
like that
just like
fight.
he was talking that shit, talking about he was ready for Earl and he was ready for Bud, bro. Like, come on, bro. I feel like if you say you was ready for Earl, you was ready for Bud, then you should be ready for anybody at 154. That's how I look at it. Maybe that sounds crazy, but that's just how I look at it. You was willing to get in there with both of them boys. You should be ready for anybody at 154. But that's just me. That's my call, though, man. Shout out TBV and shit. Congratulations again on that Atlanta thing, bro. That's big time.
All right, champ. Appreciate you.
All right, man.
If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you're listening on X Live Spaces or streaming video, I need you to go ahead and hit that retweet, repost. We going out to the phone lines. Let me check these super chats. We also got a poll. Who wins Ennis versus Lima? Go ahead and cast your vote, and we'll announce those scores in a bit. We got the guy that says $2 first call, first call and Buddy chatting. We got RB, the bowler, $2. Undisputed tune-up champion of the world. Stock going up or maybe down emoji. Leonard Sterling, pound for pound, number 1 in the chat. Drop a bomb for the status. 5-pounder. Using TBV interview, misquoting Turkey. Turkey said he would give AJ and Fury 2 tune-ups, not Boots. He said Boots wanted a tune-up. Go and get it from Eddie. Mad Bent, $102. Matchroom Buffet, Jaron eating easy. Lima beans. Instead of lima beans, Lima beans. Yo, Leonard Sterling back with another 5-pounder. Going to sleep, have to work. If anyone say that Boots should be fighting a top 54-pounder, a top 15 54-pounder, ask them to name 15 154-pound better than, 154-pound boxers better than Lima in 2025. Damn, that's a whole homework assignment trying to get 15. He literally said, ask them to name 15 154-pound boxers better than Lima. Bro, that's so many. And that's not hard, honestly. Like, everybody in the top 10 and then 5 randoms, yo. Like, what you mean? Just saying. Big money. Big money. Gotta unmute.
Oh, there you go. Yo, you got me?
Yes, sir.
All right, my bad. Yeah, man. So the Lima dude, I watched a little bit more of the Lima dude. Like he really looks the same. And I watched like more recent stuff, not like the oldest. But he only got about what, 12, 13 fights anyway before this one. He's pretty slow. He's one of them, he's kind of like a slow-footed fighter. He plods forward. He might use footwork a little bit. He normally backs away from you in a straight line. and he got his hand down. He keeps his lead hand down. He's, you know, he's kind of like food. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm looking at with him and Boots. Now, finding out from you just a little while ago, this is supposed to be like a WBA eliminator.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's nasty work, bro, because that's Uisma Lima who got the interim. And I know before I was saying, because I thought about that I said that a couple weeks ago. I'm like, yo, he could have just went over to the WBA route for Uisma Lima, and by the time he fights him, Bud would have dropped the belt. But truthfully, we don't know that Bud would drop the belt by then. And the reason why I say that is because Bud didn't drop the belt. He didn't drop him. He didn't drop the undisputed belts, the ones that he didn't get stripped of, until after he fought Madrimov. You know what I'm saying? He fought Madrimov on August 3rd. He dropped the WBO on the 13th, the WBA on the 30th, and the WBC made him a champion in recess on May 27th. So he didn't drop those belts, which kind of goes back to the point for the dude from Baltimore who called first. Why didn't Boots use his belts when he moved up so that he could just get in the position to fight? Because he didn't have to drop him. Bud didn't drop him. I just showed you that. The reason why I think he didn't drop,
Everybody
the
ain't
reason why I think he
Bud.
dropped him. Say it again.
Everybody ain't Bud.
True, but when we talk about Boots and his moves, it come back to the fact that it's who's telling him what to do and how to do it. And shout out to Rel, because Coach Rel was doing an interview. I think he was on like Mill City or whatever, but he made a good point. Boots, the people who are in charge of Boots and getting him to do the things that he's doing, not Eddie, talking about people that's managing his career, whoever that is. And it's probably like his pops and his brother, but they not doing too good by him. You know what I'm saying? They're not advising him well. God rest Cameron Duncan, bro. Because when Cameron Duncan was alive, Boots wasn't moving like this, and Boots wouldn't be moving like this now. I don't think he would have dropped them belts when he moved up. He would have had a clear advantage so that the things that he's doing now wouldn't be looking like this. But we complaining about him fighting guys that we don't know from who knows where, holding IBO belts that no one cares about. You know what I'm saying? Fighting eliminators for a title that he should have been able to rightfully move up to fight for as a champion, as a lineal champion, because he took that off of Stanionis. You know what I'm saying? So it's just those bad moves is starting to come to light more. Like when we see these things that's going on with him, like why didn't he ask Eddie to say, "Yo, just give me Yabashidi. I don't care that it's a little bit more bread. I want him because it's a better storyline." And me and this dude Ben said we got problems and we was gonna hash it out in the ring. These are the type of things that Boots should be doing, but dealing with the people that's running that's managing him right now, they not helping him. They doing, like Rel said, he's a superstar that nobody knows. And it shouldn't be like that. Because this dude is talented. You know what I'm saying? And he shouldn't be fighting for an eliminator, for a belt that he had all the rights to fight for if it was dropped. Like I said, Bud ain't dropped them belts. I know you like, oh, everybody ain't Bud, but yo, he could have did the same thing. He had the same leverage. How would they have stopped him? Like I said, man, if he had Cameron Duncan still with him, or at least some solid management between him and Eddie as his promoter, I think Boots would be moving along way better than he is now. He's just too comfortable, bro. He's just way too comfortable, and he needs somebody to help him get to where he needs to be. And Eddie can do but so much promoting him. You need good management in place. At one point, from what I understand, Cameron Duncan, even before he died, had Boots set up to where he would have probably been fighting Bud at 147. You know what I'm saying?
All
But I
right, champ.
digress. We'll watch the fight. It is what it is. All right, man. Peace.
Peace. James Benitez.
Yo, what's up, Nick? You got me?
We got you.
All right, bet. Yo, man, let's be real, man. This is a nice tune-up for going in the division and everything. I mean, like, you don't want to put him in no risky fight and everything, like, with one of the top 15, real top 15 fighters and everything. And, like, that's it. That whoever sent that super chat in or said that or whatever, they know that's the easier list to say. Like, I mean, look, he's not ready to be in the ring with a Keith Thurman, and he's outside the top 15. You know, like Keith Thurman's a dangerous fight for him, more dangerous than Lima. And we all would have loved to see that fight instead of Lima, but it is what it is. So Keith is just going to go ahead and break into the division. And going from there, man, we're going to see him next year with Virgil. Hopefully, neither one of them pull out the fight. I think I seen rumors said that he already signed his part of the contract or whatever. And we're still waiting on Virgil's side to go ahead and close the deal. So I guess we're going to get a banger in 2026. Other than that, Ness, I mean, ain't nothing really to talk about, man, because always Boost News is either some BS or it's just boring anyway, because he don't give us much, you know, because that's who he is. But other than that, Ness, man, I ain't got much for you. Shout out to you and shout out to the community as always, bro.
I Chrome, what up?
Yo, you get
Yeah, yes,
hello, you
sir.
get me? All right, what's up? With the boost thing, man, I don't know. I'm conflicted, like, cause I've been feeling somewhat like B Norman Senior been feeling by boost. Like, I just feel like as great as I think he could be, I don't think he proved it yet. Like, and I kind of feel like Eddie's kind of, I don't know. It seems like he's somewhat failing because the fights he's taking. I mean, I feel like it's better fights on the table. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't even feel too crazy about him getting a tune up per se, but I just wish he would have picked somebody better than, I guess, somebody a little more known than Lima. I mean, I guess I don't really know the dude. I guess he's from Portugal or something like that. I mean, but I don't know too many people from Portugal. I ain't never seen him fight, but I mean, I just think there's better fights out here for Boots. And I mean, at some point you got to prove it because I feel like his name been kind of made off of smoke and mirrors, off pump fake. And I mean, you've been calling out all the big names, but like your actions ain't matching your words.
Mm.
Cause I don't see no offers kind of be. I mean, the Brian Norman thing that kind of fell out for more money, but I mean, other than that, I mean, I can't really think of like no real name good fights that Eddie went for with Boots that fell out for him to say you want the bets. And I don't know if Boots demanding that from Eddie. I don't know if he cool with the plan, but it somewhat seemed like, like with the Canelo thing, y'all just finding anybody to get in the ring with him kind of because he got a name he can sell out in Philadelphia. But I mean, if you want Boots to be the star, like, like Tank, you know what I'm saying, like the face of boxing, I think Eddie gonna have to put some more money into him, especially if Boots turning down Turkey Al Sheik offers. Eddie, you gonna have to make some better fights at least to get the people behind. You know what I'm saying?
You starting to go
I
in and out,
mean, the
champ.
only thing about it is he young. He still got. I'm sorry. Oh, I get what I'm gonna call you back. I'm in a bad reception area. I'm almost home, so I'll counter punch back in.
I Tyron.
Yo, what's good, champ?
What up?
Shouts out TVB. Hope everyone blessed tuning in. As far as the topic goes, to me, Boots just came off unifying and, getting the ring title versus Stanionis and put on a great performance. With this, moving up as a tune-up, eliminator, whatever the case may be, I'm not mad at it. To me, it's not a bad decision. It's kind of smart. Get your body adjusted and just see how you feel. Many fighters in the past have done this in the sport, and it's a part of the game, as some say. So, this is not the first, and this is not going to be the last. We've seen something like this. The biggest stars done it. This is something that Bud should have done. Got the title from William Skull, but here or there. After this fight with Boots, given he wins, it's a lot of options and fights, out there. And fights I would like to see. You got Boychek, you got Zayas, Virgil, Bud, depending on how that goes, just throwing names out there. You got Keith, a Conor Ben fight won't be bad. That'll be a little fun fight. You got Fandora, Bakram, Charlo, depends on how he looks. Granted, these fights might not happen, but just to throw the names out there at the 154 division, um, it's a lot of names and a lot of opportunities and directions that he can go. So hopefully after this fight, he wins and he looks good, we'll get a big fight by him. But he's active. That's one thing I like, getting back in there. I'm just looking forward to see how he's looking at 154. But yeah, man, that's all I just had on it. Appreciate you, champ. Shouts out TBV.
I Al in the Bay.
What's up? What's up?
What up?
Yeah, man. The hate is real, man. The hate is real. What belts did Boost drop?
IBF and the WBA.
The IBF and the WBA. Now, what belt is he fighting for?
No belt. WBA eliminator.
Ain't the IBO? Ain't the IBO?
Oh yeah, the IBO on the line. Okay, I see what you're doing.
So he's getting a strap, and he's in line for another strap after dropping two belts. Okay, people say the IBO is not a part of you know, the top dogs, but it's a strap. It's like that little brother that that's right there with him. You feel me? So he's getting a strap, and he's in line for another strap, about to put him in position to get another strap, and he be the top dog when he have two belts. Now he want more money. Now he come Turkey Al Sheik says, "Yo, I got these belts right here. I need more money." You feel me? The hate is real. You feel me? Okay, we don't know Lima because he's not in the U.S. He don't fight in the U.S. So we don't know him as well. You feel me? Yeah, we might see his fights online. He might be a little slow, you know. But other people we call slow fighters, they have some power. I don't know what Lima record is, but obviously he's a champ. So he's not a chump. You feel me? So I don't understand the hate. You feel me? This Cameron Duncan would have put him in a better position than Cam. I don't want to talk about the dead, but if Cameron Duncan was gonna do that, Boots would have been a champ a long time ago. You feel me? So Boots now starting to get his belts. This is where he's hot as he ever been. You feel me? Yeah, he had a little buzz back then, but now, you feel me? He's really hot now. Now he's trying to get the belts. Now he's trying to get strapped up. There's no more not fighting for belts. Yeah, he could have got a bigger name. You feel me? He could have got a bigger, sexy name. You know? But would you rather have the big name or would you rather have the strap on your waist to get more money? I'd rather have the strap on my waist so when that big name comes, I get more paper. People don't understand it's chess, not checkers, man. You got to put yourself in position. So, yeah, people can call me tip for the day, but you feel me? You got to understand the mindset. If I was in boot shoes, I'd have did the same thing. Let me get this strap off this dude that nobody know, and I'm going to go get this WBA, and then I'm going to make moves to get the other belts. And that's how you make it. And that's my call.
Sound a little strategic, but I hear you, man. I hear you, champ.
He's in no condition to continue, Al.
Dom, what up?
TPV Ness. Hey, first of all, my man, can't call from Liberty City next time, and then don't point out the obvious. It's chess, not checkers. Oh, yeah, we all seen a poster, my man. They're on the chessboard. But no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man. Boots, you know, he. This is just another fight for Boots to me, and I got him winning. I'm not familiar with his opponent. But just add him to Boots' resume. Does Boots' resume impress me? No. There's not really much there. 34 fights, 34 wins, and then 30 knockouts. That's greatness, but you lack the great names or the notable challenges that you should really have by now. And, Boots' bravado, does that impress me? No, it's not really much there. He's business oriented. He doesn't run his mouth the way these other fighters do, but at the same time, he doesn't keep us engaged as fans. There's nothing to take away from him in that, but he just doesn't really give me much as a fan, and I am a fan. But that's the thing about Boots. He's kind of like this hired gun for boxing now. Whether it's Cameron Duncan, Steven Espinoza, or Eddie Hearn, it's like, what do you need, boss? I'll keep your promotion busy. I'll sell out tickets. I'll give you the highlights, knockouts, damn near every fight. Ask no further. I'm your guy. But we need either him or his promoter to, ask for that step up, and get it, because he's positioned himself for it. And he needs to fight a talent close to his level. There's not many that are better than him, in my opinion, but at least fight talent that's close to your level. Your appeal is starting to get spoiled. It's souring on me. Give me something to be excited for. There's only so long we could give you credit for these top 10 opponents that we barely know, or, say people are ducking you, when Turkey has all the money in the world to get you in the ring with anybody, but you don't get two tune-ups for that kind of business. But I'm sure Matchroom, they're just fine having him headline and sell out, nights across the pond here in America. But it's like they share this mutual interest in this ethical stagnation, because for the last 5 years, Boots has spent the beginning of his prime seemingly strategically choosing routes to where he ducks smoke. And he's fighting against these lesser names. He favors interim titles. He'd rather become champ via the order of operations of the sanctioning bodies. He changes sanctioning bodies. If you paid attention for his career for a while, you know what I'm talking about. He just faced his first active champion, earning his third legit career belt. That's a little crazy to me. But again, he's a special talent. It's hard to take away anything from him. And he's also been in this awkward spot regarding his weight and experience, compared to his contemporaries. But the tide's starting to turn, and, people are coming up to him now. He's getting called out. And, he's got to really take that step up. It's time, Boots. You know, I think he's a star in the making, or in the waiting. He just needs to make that moment for himself. I think everybody's really waiting to watch him on that level. And I think he'll be loved if he just, goes to that level. But it's inevitable, it's coming, but at this point it's due, and it's past, it's overdue. Um yeah, not much to speak on this fight. I'm sure it's a respectable name that will age gracefully. But it's time he fights somebody. I can't say it anymore. I love Boots. Um, yeah, as far as the weapons movie though, Ness, there's a whole metaphor there with like school shootings. It would take me a little while to explain. Maybe I'll call back, but the movie was kind of like a metaphor uh, over the surface level plot, I suppose. But I like it.
Champ, explain mass shooting to me. Where do you see
I
that?
got you. All right. So not to spoil nothing, I don't have to. So the school, you know how it's like a singular classroom in the school, one classroom. That's supposed to be sort of like a micro of America. And when a school shooting happens, that's basically one classroom, and the only the parents of the kids that are, directly affected are passionate about it. And in some time, the whole town or America gets over it. I mean, that was like the overall. It wasn't really clear at all. I will say that you had to read into it a lot. But I think that's what the theme was supposed to be.
I ain't catch that one, but I hear you.
All right, though. Hey, great show. Keep it up. Peace.
Yo, so I mean, you wasn't pissed off that they called the movie Weapons and there was zero action?
I mean, there was action, Ness. You know there was action. There was some good action in there.
Wow, you calling that
Not
action?
the action you might have thought, but they even said at one point it's like they're weaponized. The kids were the weapons or the
Oh, okay, but this weaponized kids, they never did anything till the end.
yeah. It was a slow burn. It was mysterious. They kept doing the
What about
timeline
what
thing.
about
Did you like that?
Grandma? Why'd they make Grandma look like Pennywise? That's a straight up copy. Like, what is that?
Yeah, she was looking crazy. But did you like how they did the timelines? How they kept going back and forth?
I mean, yeah, it was decent. Like, you would see the same scene from the perspective of both people. So, I guess I think the cop scene was the best because you see this dumb motherfucker guy stabbed with an
Yeah,
AIDS
I
needle.
agree. Nah, James. Yeah, he was the best character. And that
He
cop,
was
it was
crazy.
funny. It was cracking me up the whole movie.
Yeah, that was funny.
Hey, get to these other callers on this. We'll talk about it.
All right, champ. Khaled, Indiana.
Yo, Ness.
You.
Hold on. Let me put on my phone. You hear me?
Yo, we hear you.
Shit. Oh. I bet. All right, man. That's what we got popping with the boost joint. I ain't gonna even complain about it. I'm gonna just look at the pathway the way yet. I was just looking at the rankings. Like the sanctioning body that he in right now got no work. Like there's no real work in there. Like it was Jesus Ramos and Cats and there's nothing in there. So what's probably gonna be is like, all right, he gonna beat Lima maybe because Lima is still a real 54 pounder and shit get different up there. So we got to see. But all right, so he beat him. Then he gonna beat Tellus. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because Tellus is a real guy. Maybe. So just kind of gotta wait and see, bro. I mean, it's probably just on some Matchroom just trying to milk their money, man. Boots is probably just gonna be an East Coast fighter that fights in New Jersey and Philly, Atlantic City. Maybe one day he can look up and get in Madison Square Garden if they build him right. But this superstar and all that, nah, he's a coastal guy. He's an East Coast guy. He's a Philly guy, and they're gonna wait to unify him, try to keep building him up. Maybe he can get a Virgil, but Virgil does have Virgil can fight Fundora. Virgil can fight other guys. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he can fight maybe Boots can fight a. Hey yo, Ness, real quick, let me ask you this. I heard that Keith Thurman asked for 10 million to fight Boots. Is that true?
Yo, they just lie on Keith. So he asked for 10 for Crawford, and then he waited 5 years later or 7 years later when he's less valuable to ask for another 10 for Ennis. Come on, man.
Yeah. That sounds like some bullshit. Why the fuck niggas ain't fight? Why the fuck niggas just won't? With all due respect, what I'm about to say, that's no disrespect to Keith, but why niggas won't just beat the shit out of Keith Thurman and then just get the names? Just get the name. Like Keith Thurman should be people. Boost should have fought nobody but Keith Thurman. If you know what I'm saying, like that's the best name for you in Philly. He was gonna sell the fight. He was gonna come to Rumble. Like that was the fight to make. You know what I'm saying? And now we're at least two mediocre fights away from you having a real fight. Like you're a year and a half, two fights away from maybe having a real fight where you're unifying or fighting a real guy. So we be thinking that mug's about to move up and get to work. And I'm not tripping off a tune up, but you could have got a better tune up. You know what I'm saying? But you could have just did it a little differently since it's all this work at 54. You know what? It's a lot of work at 54, but it's kind of all the same names. And then those particular names don't want to fight each other. Like Boachuk, Jesus Ramos, Katz, you know what I'm saying? Madrimov, Charles Conwell, Xander. We all know the names in 154, but that work, they don't really want to go. Virgil, like Fondora, the other nigga that got the IBF, Lubin, Charlo, that work don't really want to fight each other. So now when you look at the rankings, It's like, who the fuck are these guys? Like Callum Walsh. Hey, Ness, are you gonna talk about that undercard on like the morning show tomorrow?
I was gonna do that this afternoon, but this came up. Tomorrow's probably
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be. I mean, I think I could do it tomorrow because we got we got all week to talk about the UK card. That's really the only fight this
Yeah.
week.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that was kind of disappointing a little bit too. That kind of, I mean, it's cool, I guess. I mean, who the fuck is Callum Walsh? I mean, niggas just gotta come rumble. Niggas just gotta come rumble. Like, this is
Nah, but I mean,
all that
Callum
that you would.
Walsh is known, and he's fighting Fernando Vargas Jr. What you mean? That's a good
Yeah,
fight.
they know. Like, yeah. They know. You right, cause I was saying some Callum Walsh name. I think that the Lester and Billy is gonna be a rumble. I think that's gonna be a rumble. Now and then the last few guys I didn't know them, but that Lester and then Billy, that should be right before Crawford and Nello, because that shit's gonna be a rumble. Somebody it's gonna be some years taking off a career with that type of fight. Because they're coming to rumble. Them niggas is true 168s. So as I close out, Ness, you know what I'm saying? Hey yo, I understand the guys be trying to move calculated and move with the money and all that type shit. But at the end of the day, you gotta fight names. Names is how you increase your value, build up build up more venues, build up the pay-per-views. You got to get some real names. You got to fight some real guys. You know what I'm saying? And you did it against Stanionis, but everybody kept telling us that once we got to 54, we was going to see the best unlocked. So, all right, he might get in here and stop Buddy ass. Then he might get, I don't know, bro. It's just, I'm trying to understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? Boots is a very good fighter, but he's an East Coast guy. That superstar shit may not happen. I don't know what the fuck gonna happen with 54. We might gotta slow down on 54 because it's a lot of names, but those names aren't fighting each other yet. So Ness, that's my call, guy. Thank you.
I ain't. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you're on X Spaces, hit that retweet, that repost. Stop acting greedy and stingy. Help share the show. That's how we gonna grow. We got Chico, $5. Devin moves up for champions. Boots moves up and needs tune-ups. Levels. Well, he's technically fighting an IBO champ, man. Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $5. I can't believe we sitting here acting like people wasn't picking Stanionis to beat Boots. True. Future BS for $5. Ness, can you please remind the people where Boots' career was 16 months ago? These guys are full of ish with their fake concern. It's getting boring. It's true. 16 months ago, he was stagnated, man. He got with Eddie in 11 months. He's on everybody's name, and he gets, how many shows he gets. Everybody doing shows on him, Pistol Parkway Mousy, pound for pound, number 3 in the chat, $5. You said it again. I can't believe we here. I can't believe we sitting here acting like people wasn't picking Karen in the rematch against Boots. True again. Mad Bent 100, $5. Daily dose of Tanquil. Lima beans are good source of protein, fiber, and various vitamins and minerals. An easy fight. Food. It's Tito Vos. Tito.
What up?
What up?
How I sound?
Straight.
Man, shout out to Al and the Bay, man, my Northern California brethren. Calling out reminding me that the IBO is what's on the line right now. And Ness, remind me, why is the IBO not in the big four? It's not part of the big scheme of things, right? Isn't it because it's not a 401?
Yeah, they're not non-for-profit. They for-profit.
Yeah, so the only thing stopping the IBO from being a prestigious belt is a technicality, not for profit. Now, if I remember correctly, years ago, you had the president of the IBO on, and he explained how the rankings work, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the most, I feel like that method of choosing the rankings is the most, has the most integrity. You ain't got humans doing it, so I would put a little respect on IBO's name personally. That's my opinion though. But shout out to him for calling. I believe that Boots is at the fork of the road where he either becomes takes a Tank Davis route, or he takes the Terrence Crawford route. This is where the fork in the road is. This is where all the hitters are in his weight division, right? In his size class. He's got Fundora, he's got Lil Charlo if he ever gets off the couch again. He's got a whole bunch of guys to choose from. This is the a division full of killers. So, is Lima, I know that's a common Brazilian. Is he Brazilian?
No, from Portugal.
Oh, it's from Portugal. Oh shit, I don't even know if that's even yeah, because I know the Brazilians are like tough and they got big gas tanks, but they ain't too technical, right? I mean, I ain't seen a lot that are, but yeah, who knows? Who knows if this will be easy work or not? The fact is, he's an IBO champion or is a vacant?
No, he's the champ. He defended
he's
it
a
too.
champ. All right, so he's taking. Okay, right on. Yeah, so he's taking a belt away from a champ potentially, right? It's a respectable tune-up. I'd love to see him against other people, but like I said, this is the fork in the road for Boots, right? I mean, is he going to be a Tank Davis or is he going to be a Terrence Crawford? Is he going to dare to be great, or is he going to live off a padded record and just be a what do you call it? A sideshow, an exhibition fighter, and that's my call.
Aight. One of one. Oh, he not there. Tip, what up?
Yo.
What up?
Yeah, man. Back to this real boxing. I could get my hate on, man. I told y'all niggas, man. I told y'all niggas. Shine with Eddie Hearn. You gonna be on that damn European tour, man. You gonna be on that Euro tour. It's nasty what's going on over there with Boots, man. But this is expected. You know what I'm saying? I called it out. And now y'all gotta eat it up, man. But then another thing, if you look closely, man, this shit look planned. This shit look planned. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. I think niggas is chasing that record. I think they chasing that record. You know what I'm saying? Why not get the easy wins put in there before you take some of these tough fights? You know what I'm saying? Before the real money fights start to come. Why not? You're only 16 wins away. You fighting about 2 to 3 times a year. You only 28 years old. You about to enter your prime. Why not try to chase that record? You know what I'm saying? Get the paper win over Stanionis. You know what I'm saying? Take the little 2 bullshit tune-ups at 54 before you actually contest for a title against a lesser champion. You know what I'm saying? It makes too much sense, bro. It makes too much sense. Like, y'all just got to look at the deeper part of it. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn going to take care of his cash cow. That's his baby, man. He not going to get Boots up the turkey out of sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like, Eddie realizes he got a star that he can make profit off of. You know what I'm saying? He could toss any of these other fighters to turkey, but Boots? Oh, no. That's him. Eddie going to save that one for sure. Yeah, y'all just got to look at the brighter side of it, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the business dealings. Y'all looking at it from a different standpoint, man. But I'm telling y'all, man, I seen this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the Demetrius Andre play all over again, man. But I think this time Eddie going to succeed with what he failed at, man. He going to succeed with what he failed at. This is nasty, though. I don't like it at all. And then all y'all niggas calling in, talking about Keith Thurman. Yo, kick rocks. All you niggas can kick rocks. Don't try to give Keith the boots. No. We got better things lined up, man. We want that Virgil fight. All you niggas was out here saying Keith Thurman washed up, this, that, and the third. Who want to see Keith Thurman? Keith retired. Y'all niggas can kick rocks. Kick it. Kick all of them. Gently down that fucking stream. All you niggas can kick rocks. Respectfully, bro. But yeah, man, we want that Virgil fight, man. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Rick Merrigan, Virgil team, they've been talking hella shit, talking about they wanted to Keith Thurman fight. We know that's cap. We know niggas popped up at that convention. You know what I'm saying? When teams was protesting about they wanted to Keith Thurman fight and they didn't come back the next day. You know what I'm saying? No. We press that issue, man. We press that issue. You know what I'm saying? And we want that fight respectfully. You know what I'm saying? We're going to expose Virgil for what Virgil really is, man. We're going to expose Virgil. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's nasty over there with Boots, man, with these tune-ups. These tune-ups is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? The level of opposition is disgusting. None of these fights are a test for these dudes. And when these dudes fight tests, you know what I'm saying? They come in close decisions and they don't want to run it back. You know what I'm saying? Because they're getting exposed out here in these streets. But that's my call, man.
All right, Tip. All right. Don't forget, we're looking for sponsors for Border Wars 17 Atlanta. It's going down. We have partnered with Counterpunch Conversations Podcast and with Lugo, Team Lugo Boxing and Fitness. We're going to be having our fights November 8th, 3300 Canton Road, Marietta, Georgia. Join us, $50, only a measly $50 to sign up to fight. Belt show, all winners get belts. All winners get belts. Here.
Yo, Ness.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
We hear you.
All right, we live. I ain't gonna lie, I had to call back. I called you a month ago, and it was the drum when I was saying what's the tune-up at 54, and you was the only one who said Josh Kelly, and it was about to happen. I had said that. I said, damn, man, I got called Ness back. He was fucking right on that shit, or he was about to be right. But listen, for the boy that just called, I call him cheerleader, the boy Tip. Ask him who was Virgil's first fight at 54. I think it might have been Thomas.
Frederick Lawson,
What's his last name? Yeah. So all these people jumping out the gym, jumping out the car because of one fight, but Virgil's first fight at 54 was against Thomas, if I'm not mistaken. Cause you know I'm a casual that's learning this. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean, I can fuck you up, but I'm a casual learner. So when I hear people calling up saying boost this, boost that. But the fighters they trying to compare them to, their first fight was tune-ups. It's like, damn, give him a chance. Give him a chance. So it's like, that's all I'm saying, man. Keep that same energy. You know, I like Keith Thurman over Virgil. I like that. I like him to get the win over Virgil. But as far as Boost though, man, like he cool. He gonna take this little tune-up and the music's gonna keep going. But I don't think Eddie gonna fumble this though. I don't think he like Boost too good to fumble. You feel me? And it's like everybody turned down the contract to fight him. It's like, yo, what y'all want him to really do? You know, so I don't. And when I say turn down, when you get the contract, it's not like, all right, you want to, like a nigga like Brian Norman, he get the joint. He ain't never seen $1 million before, but he tell the public, yeah, taxes and you know he bringing all the extra shit in it instead of looking at the big you never made that much money before. But it's like you can't force these boys to fight the devil, man. He ain't want to put his son in there with the devil, and I wouldn't want to put my son in there against Boots. So, but I wouldn't.
Brian Norman Sr. think he's vindicated. In his eyes, he won. He's saying, look, ever since he didn't fight my son, look at the opposition he fighting. Look at all the names he talking about fighting. Look at all the names he talking about avoiding. Brian Norman got the tougher fight. Brian Norman got the bigger fight. Brian Norman got the bigger chat.
But he lucked up and got there. It wasn't like they knew they was gonna get this fight.
Nah,
no, listen.
He ain't luck up. He moved better than Boots, man.
No. Listen.
Bruh, Boots turned down the offers from Turkey. So like,
no, I'm not saying no. Let me just get this quick joint off. I'm saying it wasn't like Norman and them knew 9-10 months ago. All right, we got Dev. They knocked out Jen, and then Turkey was like, oh, all right, you feel me?
Yeah, but that's the thing though. They didn't take. That's what I'm saying. They negotiations worked out better. They didn't take the 1.7, made 1.2 to knock out Jen. And then got the bag to fight Devin. Meanwhile, Boots you know, like, bro, they looking at Brian Norman like he a warrior, and Boots is like, yo, why he asking for tune-ups? You got Turkey making shows about him. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. But hey.
We gonna see though. But you was right. I had to call you back because I don't know if you remember a month ago. We was all going back and forth, and you said you was the only one. Marco was on too. You was like, no, Josh Kelly, and then maybe like a week later, it started with Josh. They offered him. I'm like, damn, this nigga nuts was right. So
Yeah,
fuck out of
Kelly
here.
fucked that up. He ain't take a $250,000, but
Yeah.
I get it though. Boots a big name, and it's a tough fight, but I'd have took that shit. Just like Rashidi fucked up that 500,000. Took that. Now what? Mozzie.
Yo.
You.
Out of audio, I'm driving.
Street.
Word. Yo, it's yo. Everybody being a hater tonight, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my boots on, man. And I ain't even a boots fanatic or nothing like that. It's just, I might actually be too much of a nice guy, man. But I'm gonna defend Boots tonight, man. Like I did in the show last week. He gonna like. I love the fight, man. It ain't nothing to not like the fight about. It's his first fight at 154. I mean, I don't understand why we making a big deal out of him taking, and he fighting a champion at 154 for his first fight at 154. He never fought at 154 before. Let the man go up there and see what it's like. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get up there, get a fight, and if he beats this guy who is a champion, a respected champion in the IBO, you know what I'm saying? If he go up there and get that win, you know what I'm saying? Then he's also putting himself in line for a title shot at the WBA. Who got the WBA at 154?
Nobody. Just tell us or had an interim.
Teller's got the interim. Okay, yeah. Well, he putting himself in line for straps. You know what I'm saying? Putting himself in line for belts. And then we might see might see a Virgil Ortiz. When he got that strap in his hand. You know what I'm saying? And then he get in line for that WBA. You know what I mean? He might be in a better position to send a different offer to Virgil for the fight. But then it's like, yo, he fight Virgil, right? If he fight Virgil and he beat Virgil, you know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't gonna do nothing but throw Virgil away. Just like they threw Stanionis away. Just like they threw Karen away. You know what I'm saying? Like when he fought Karen the first time, you know what I mean? People said it was boring or whatever. They said, Karen, he didn't give him a chance to engage, whatever. So they said, yo, you got people that was out there saying, yo, Bud is scared of Boots, right? People were saying Bud is scared of Boots at one point, not too long ago. Then whatever happens now is, he ain't ready for Bud. Boots ain't ready for Bud. He need to go and rematch Karen. So then they make the rematch with Karen. Nah, we don't want to see that shit. We don't want to see him fight Karen. But y'all just say he need to rematch Karen. So whatever. He gonna rematch Karen. It's another close fight. It's a technical fight. You got people, the build up to the fight. You got people saying, he's a mover. Boots is gonna struggle. He might lose. He prevails. They throw Karen away. All right, whatever. Stanionis is supposed to be this monster. Boots fight Stanionis. I don't know. If he get hit a lot. We seen Karen touch him. We seen Karen touching him up. He got touched up. He gonna stop Stanionis. Now, another nobody on it. Like, what are we doing here? What are we really doing here as boxing fans, man? It's like we said he wasn't go. We said first of all, it was people saying he was scared to fight Stanionis. He makes the fight, and they'd be like, "Oh man, it's over for Boots. He gonna lose this one." He stops him, and now they throwing away Stanionis like he's a nobody. No respect for nobody on this man. Now he don't have a resume, no names. Y'all was just saying, if you living in the moment of today, then you know what Stanionis do. You seen the pain that he put in. So all that don't go out the door just because Boots beat him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, Bud fought Madrimov. Bud fought Madrimov, and he beat Madrimov, and then people threw him away. And then all of a sudden, the haters, the Bud haters threw Madrimov away, right? But then all of a sudden, Virgil fights him.
Champ, that's
And
the
then Virgil
bell.
gets
I got tip over here, man.
my bad. Now, look, I'm going to send a counter. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to send a counter. Let me run real quick because I'm about to go in the store. But, they Bud fought him. They threw him away. You know what I'm saying? They threw Madrimov away. Madrimov gets the fight with what you call it. Madrimov gets the fight with Virgil. Now they bringing the nigga. Now they bringing him back to life, acting like that was some crazy big win for Virgil. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even. Like, we not being even with this shit. If you building a career, you know what I'm saying, and you being smart about it, you're not just gonna jump into every hype fight after every hype fight. You're gonna make your money and you're gonna climb the rankings. I like the way they doing business over there. Everybody has something bad to do about it, but it's like shit. If I had my son boxing and shit, this is the route I would take. We gonna take our time. We gonna get these wins and we gonna get this money, and then we gonna keep on building as we go. Everything don't have to be done overnight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he's that old, as old as people is making him seem. So I think he should keep going. I like the fight. And I'm interested to see what he gonna do after that. He has not gotten to the level of where Tank and these niggas is at, and they not fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to that level yet. He got to do way more ducking than the ducking that y'all accusing this man of doing before he gets to Tank Davis level. You know what I'm saying? Tank owes us fight after fight after fight. Boots don't really owe us no fights yet, man. So, I mean, I don't really have a problem with the fight or how he's moving his career. I'm going to send that rent to you through Super Chat right now, champ.
You got it. Tip counter. Mozzie, you got a counter courtesy of Nas.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I can't believe I just heard that. Tank owes fights, but Boots don't. Bro, Tank been carrying the sport for like the last 5 years. Like Tank is the biggest American star by far. Like in today's current sport of boxing. Like, what are we talking about? Bro, Tank don't owe us a thing. It's these other dudes who owe us. These dudes are always championing to fight Tank. They owe us. Those the ones that owe us. Tank don't owe us shit. Respectfully, man. That's why I'm cool on Tank retiring. Go ahead and retire. Make these other motherfuckers work. They want to become stars. Make them work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say Tank owes us and none of these other fighters can create a superstar in the sport. Like, Esau Cruz is a star now. Rolly is a star. You know what I'm saying? Wait till Frank Martin get back. You know what I'm saying? Shit gonna pick up. Like, Tank creates stars, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tank don't owe us a thing. It's these other dudes, man.
He owes
Y'all
a
can't name a star that...
unification.
All right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, does he really?
He owes us
Does he really?
a fight with his contemporaries.
I mean, he fought Ryan Garcia.
That ain't his contemporary.
Like,
he was never hanging with Ryan. Never hanging with Ryan.
Man,
never chilled with Ryan. Man. Never. There's video of him and Dev chilling, talking about we both gonna be champs. We both gonna be champs.
Well, then I guess Devin owes a fight with a contemporary because Devin Haney ain't fought a contemporary yet.
Bro, how many times he tried to fight Tank, stupid?
Come on, man. You keep saying Tank.
Then he sent her over to Tank. Then he sent her over to Shakur.
You keep saying Tank.
Then he sent her over to Shakur.
Come on, bro. No. What offer did they send to Shakur? Don't give me the bullshit 25% undisputed, man. We don't want to hit. Because nobody knows what 25% undisputed is.
You know exactly what. The offer's all over the internet. You just mad.
But look, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, man. As far as Boots goes,
say less. That's all you do is say less, man. Lost your belt.
Man, I speak fast when I talk in the show. I'm not here to talk about border wars, man. We back to real boxing, man. Yeah. We got real news to talk about.
You want to get past it.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to get past it because
hey, I'm already past it, man. Y'all want to stay on. Y'all want to stay on the topic.
They took your spot, man.
This how you know I'm hot in these streets, man. 2 weeks straight. I mean, it just seems like we just talking about tipping border wars, man. You know, it's like I say, I'm a star in these streets, man. I'm a star in these streets. But look, man. This Boots talk.
As my man Treese would say, amen, say man. I don't know how you a star because you known for losing.
Look, don't nobody respect the IBO. It's the reason we don't respect the IBO. I mean, we respect it to a certain degree, but it's not a major sanctioning body. It's not a major sanctioning body. Like, the IBO gets as much respect as the IBA does.
IBO gets you ran. IBO gets you ran with the IBF.
Man, come on, bro. Ain't nobody talking about an IBO champion, man.
Hey,
who's the IBO champion?
When Sean Porter beat the IBO champion Sebastian Formella, that's how he got the Crawford fight.
Come on, bro.
That's how he got the Crawford fight.
Don't nobody talk that. Listen, don't nobody ever talk about that fight unless they talk about how Sean Porter got the fight. Outside of that, nobody cares about IBO champion Sebastian Formella. You know what I'm saying? Like people, like the only time the IBO champion gets recognized is when we talk about the heavyweight division, bro. Literally the only time the IBO really gets recognized is when we talk about the heavyweight division. Niggas didn't even put respect on Maxie Hughes' name, bro. Like,
IBO
come on, bro.
sponsored the
Like, we gotta
last
be for
four.
real.
IBO sponsored the last 4 Border Wars. Actually more than that. So I don't know what you talking about.
Hey,
I'm
man.
pretty sure you had a medal from the IBO. So shut your face. Don't even know what you talking about. Yeah, man. We got Stock Chasers. What up? What up? What up?
Yo, what's good? How's my audio?
Straight.
Hey, yo, man. I just tuned in. My bad, man. I had a long day, man. But yo, man, who's getting Mozzie tight, man? We can't be having people getting Mozzie tight, man, on TVB, bro. Not Mozzie, bro. That's the most cool, calm, collective dude on the podcast, bro. So I don't know. I tuned in. Mozzie was tight. Like, look, man. I said like this about Boots, right? Boots, I said, damn, if he got to move up and fight a champion. I consider the IBO champion a champion. So kudos to him because he could have fought anyone else, but it comes along with a belt. They could keep the interims. If they add an interim, are they adding an interim in or no?
No. They are not. This is an eliminator, and the IBO is on the line.
Okay, I bet. Nah, yo, it is what it is. I consider that's a champion, bro. So kudos to Boots, man. People got to stop hating, man. We got some crazy standards for Boots compared to other people. Let him do his thing, man. I need to see him back on the ring, though, man. It's been a long time, and I'm looking forward to seeing Boots get back in there. And listen, in order for him to undispute, if that's what he wants to do, he got to start somewhere. And listen, Usyk got the IBO. I think Dimitri Bivol got the IBO. Like, so it's a championship. I know people like to talk down on it, but it's the 5th sanctioning body, bro. So it is what it is, man. Shout outs to Boots. Yo, shout outs Mozzie, bro. Mozzie, you heard? Shout outs Mozzie. All right, yo. Ness, keep doing your thing, man. I'll be listening. Thanks for having me.
If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. We got, if you're on X Spaces, hit the retweet. If you're on X Live streaming video, retweet, repost Cliff, Connecticut.
Hey. We're talking about Norman looked like the smart one now, right? Because he got Haney and this dude got Lima, right? But y'all taking it out of context. Why can't we just keep it like the way it's the real context? Because the Normans can't have it both ways. You can't call them smart and saying that they was doing their thing, navigating through negotiations, and still be like, yo, they was looking for the Boots fight, and Boots been scurrying away and ducking and dodging out of there. Because if you knew that you was gonna take Sasaki for 1.2, you knew you was gonna end up with Devin for good money, the easier fight for more money. If you had intentions on moving that way, then that means that you was never really trying to make the Boots fight. Because you knew Tio was coming up, Ryan was coming up, Rolly was coming up, you knew Sasaki was on the table, and you liked it those things more than fighting Boots for whatever amount of money they offer. So if that is the case, you're the Doug. You
That's
liked
not
it
true.
better. You liked it. Yes, that's true. Because
No, it's
there's
not.
just 1 + 1 = 2.
No,
If you
your
like Devin
math ain't
better,
right.
if you liked your options at 147 better,
Bruh.
then that means that
Champ.
you never wanted
Champ.
to fight
Champ.
because you seen better
Champ.
options.
Champ, you're forgetting.
Champ. No, I'm not forgetting. You can't have it both ways. You can't.
Again, you're
It
forgetting. You're
just don't make
forgetting that the
sense.
negotiations failed over money. The same amount of money that Brian Norman and his father asked for is the same amount of money that Jaron gave Stanionis, proving that he failed. He failed. Why I say he? Because he in the press conference said, I gave Stanionis $300,000 out my purse to make this fight. So he gave the wrong person. He gave the smaller name that does less tickets,
You can have
300,000
that.
more to get the purse that Brian wanted, and they only did 8,000 tickets, almost 9,000 tickets. So they fucked
You
up.
can you can have that narrative if you want,
It's
but you
not a
can't
narrative, it's
say
fact.
listen, if that is the fact, you can't say at the same time the Normans knew what they was doing as if they navigated their way to
Well,
Devon
of course, it's
and
in
they
black and
navigate.
white, Cliff. I don't know why you're making it so difficult. If the Normans didn't know what they were doing, why'd they get
No,
500
they
less than what Jaron was offering them in their very next fight, and why they got a career high payday that Jaron never got? They making more money than
it's one thing.
Jaron. They in a bigger
It's
fight than
one thing.
Jaron. If they beat Devin,
Yeah,
they got a bigger name on their resume than Jaron.
yo,
Like, you
is
sound silly. You're
one
wasting our time.
is one or the other.
No, it's
Either
not.
you
No, it's
passed
not.
up on Boots
He
because
the
you
one.
know you had better offers,
No, he
or
passed up
that's
because the
either you
offer was
passed up on
bad. He
Boots because
he
you had
passed up
better.
because the offer was bad, and that was
And so you
made true when Boots gave 300,000 to the next guy, bro. Like, I mean, you sound silly, bro. We don't want to talk to you. Nas, what up?
Yo, yo, what's up, Nath? How you?
Straight.
Man, let's talk about this boots topic, man. Yo, like, shout out to Eddie, man. I told y'all he was gonna do the sleight of hand. And it's not the sleight of hand I thought he was gonna do, but you know, um, y'all said he wasn't going to a tune up, a tune up, a tune up. A tune up look different for different fighters. You know what I'm saying? A tune up for Boots is a champion, is an IBO champ. And I think, and it's crazy how everybody acknowledging that, but you know, a champion is a champion. You know what I'm saying? When you fight champions, and that's what he moving up and do. That's what he moving up and doing. So this is the sleight of hand, and I don't know if the fans don't want to eat crow because y'all talked about him fighting tune-ups and now he's fighting a champion, y'all. I mean, it's the sleight of hand. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Eddie. In my opinion, he's doing it again. Boots is gonna be a champion and the takeover begins. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? Like 16 months ago, we know what it was looking like. So shout out Eddie Hearn, man. And uh, as far as the other topic earlier, I didn't get to call in earlier. My man Tio, trying to petition for or crying for the fight with Shakur. Hey, do what you gotta do. Keep doing it, right? Because just like my man's Boots saying, yo, certain people ain't gonna say no names, Your Excellency, but they'll throw narratives out there and and yo, the fans is eating up everything Turkey Al Sheikh say. So you know what I'm saying? They gonna make my man Boots really come out here and say something. You know he don't really got a mouthpiece. They gonna make him say something because the narrative is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But
But champ,
Tio as an
it
entertainer, go
ain't no
ahead.
narrative no more. Like, you fight in Lima. The narrative is now the truth.
Bro, that's a champ. That's a
If
champ.
you don't cut it the fuck out, man.
See, look. See, look. It ain't a game of semantics. It's not none of that. It's reality. He's a champ, and he said he going to take over the whole
No,
154. The IBO is a real belt.
the reality is he a champ that nobody want to see Boots fight. So if you want to say, oh, he a champion, then that means he picking the low hanging fruit. He cherry picking because you going after the
So
weakest
you said
champion.
you can see the perspective, right? You can say it's low hanging fruit, right? But it's a belt he got to put around it. If he want to say, I guess that's not considered undisputed. The IBO, you don't got to get the IBO to undisputed, do you? I mean, I guess
I mean, most
or
people
no,
that
do you?
undisputed got it, not, but you don't got to get it to undisputed. No.
Yeah, all right. So, but he gonna have it. He gonna have it when he undisputed. You know what I'm saying? So, look, it's just
Why y'all gotta stop?
when you look.
Y'all gotta stop saying when he undisputed. He ain't undisputed at 47. Y'all can't just keep repeating everything he say because he lied to y'all already at 47.
Hold on. Yo, you said it out your mouth. He couldn't look. It got a undisputed got to line up. He had a lot of
All
fights
right,
down
and
there
if you know
when
it
it.
got to line up, why you repeating this talking point? He gonna do it when he undisputed. Cut this shit out, man.
What? Yo, you ain't telling me the Stars not aligned at 154? With Crawford, look, that's not Crawford. The Stars is aligning at 154, man. It's gonna happen. Trust me. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. Lima to start, and whoever next, we gonna figure out. Is Xander still gonna be there when he done with Lima? We'll find out. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We just making shit bigger. But yeah, man, that's my call. I ain't gonna speak on the other topic. Maybe another day when you bring it back up, man. Shout out TVP. Y'all have a nice one.
All right. Shaw, what up? Shaw, you gotta unmute. All right. Hawk, Maryland.
Yo,
Yo, Hawk, what up?
what up? What's up, Ness? How you doing?
Straight.
Hey, man, Boots, man. Let me say, man, Boots' career, Boots like boomed on the scene and everything. Now his shit like he like on a milk carton, but he like missing in action. But he's in action. It's like he fighting, but the dudes he fighting. Let me see. Let me put it like this, man. People might don't know, but Terrence Crawford for a long time had a career parallel to Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. But Keith Thurman was shining, fighting all the big names, and then Earl came along. He was shining, fighting all the big names. Meanwhile, Terrence Crawford was doing good, fighting people, but we didn't really know those dudes, man. And that's kind of like Boots fighting a lot of dudes, but we don't really know him. So he gonna have time to bloom like Terrence is all over the place now that he fought Earl. But you remember a long time where Terrence was fighting, but his fights weren't, you know what I'm saying? Ness,
Yep.
you see what I'm saying? So like Boots ain't doing bad because he's young, and people don't see it right now because for a long time, Terrence was fighting, bro. We wasn't paying attention to Terrence shit. We was talking about Keith, and we was talking about Earl. Terrence name come up when we talked about Earl, or if he did. I mean, this dude was getting titles. Going to different weight classes. People were talking about him and stuff, but I can name a couple of fights. That fight he got hurt with the dude that early in his career. He got hurt. He came back and knocked him out. That was a big joint. I can't think of that young boy name. We ended up having a lot of losses, but yeah, Turner's career was kind of like Boots is now. Like he was fighting dudes, but we ain't know them dudes like that. We wasn't paying attention to the African dudes and all. We wasn't paying attention to those dudes that Turner would beat. So then he bloomed and he like he is now. Shit. So Boots got time. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Is he fighting, but he ain't. His name ain't. You know. But Turns, I don't recall Turns ever turning down no fights. That's one thing. I ain't never really heard Turns turn down a fight, but he did have a whole career where nobody was really paying attention to Terrence Crawford, bro. Not like that. Not like it is now. So you know, like I'm saying, I'm basically saying Boots got time to bloom if they do it right, you know what I'm saying? As long as he ain't losing and he keep winning. So yeah, he can go ahead and shine later on. It might just not be his time right now. Only difference is Turns did not turn down any fights that I can recall. But yeah, so anyway, the best for Boots, but he gonna have to do something because he like missing in action, but he in action. You know, who else did that shit? Uh 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 damn, can't think of his name either. He was with Eddie Hearn just fought the monster David Benavidez and got blown out in that fight, but he had a whole career.
Oh, Andre.
Yeah, he had a whole career parallel to everybody else. I wasn't really seeing none of his fights neither. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you can have a whole career where ain't nobody really paying attention to you. So that shit can happen. So Boots just gotta be careful with that. But yeah, Terrence Crawford did it too, and then he blew up after he fought Earl. So yeah. So anyway, Boots got time. TBV #1. I appreciate your Ness.
All right. Oh, Marilyn, appreciate you. If you're on X Spaces or you're watching on X Live streaming video, I need you to hit that retweet, repost. It's going to help with the visibility. Mozzie, you got a counter courtesy of Nas. Mad Bet, $2. Matchroom plate of Boots and Beans. Yuck. Mozzie with the rent. Andre Jones, $2. Tank has fought damn near everyone except Shakur. Lord have mercy. He said damn near everyone. Oh, my God. Where did he find y'all dudes? Count and Mozzie. Where do they find these dudes to speak like this?
That's what I mean right there. That's what I mean right there. Tank ain't been carrying no damn sport of boxing. He just been carrying his fans, and his fans outnumber everybody. He ain't been carrying shit. It's like almost every I can't even respond to that. Yo, that's crazy, man. Shout out to Nas for the counter. Yeah, see, the sport of boxing is in, and when Tank leave, he leave in the sport in a worse. If it wasn't for Turkey Al-Sheikh coming through, you know what I mean, giving out money to everybody, we wouldn't be getting shit if Tank just left. If Tank just left, he would be leaving this sport, and the sport fucked up now. The sport all fucked up now. You know what I mean? Everybody, it's always complaining. When you talk boxing, you're talking about complaining. You're talking about what you ain't gonna get. You're talking about and the big part of it is because the guy who's been quote unquote carrying the sport all this time. Do it like Tank. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened when you move like Tank and you got Tank in charge. You call it Tank the face of boxing and shit. A nigga that only a year, you know what I'm saying, been quote unquote carrying the sport of boxing, and we can't get shit. Now we sit here hating on a man that's, you know, because we so hungry and so thirsty for these fights, and we so thirsty for another star, somebody to, you know what I mean, just do that because of what this kid has been doing to the sport. Him and a few others, what they have done to the sport, it's crazy, man. It's nonsense, man. It's nonsense. It's Boots, I get it. When you spend your dollar and you got to spend your money, when you get in something that you ain't preferring, it's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. Like, I don't prefer this, but I'm paying for it to watch it. Okay, I'm getting a little frustrated. I get it. I get that I get that part of it. But as far as the direction of his career, this is what you do. Because if he go and fight Virgil, then he fight Virgil now. Okay, cool. Fight Virgil. What's going to be after that? Like, what's after that? You know what I mean? Who's to say he ain't never going to fight Virgil? Eddie just said they going to try to cook something up for January for Virgil. Until then, we got this WBA eliminator for the IBO strap. We going to take this, and then we going to revisit the Virgil in January. The first thing you hear is Virgil Ortiz Sr. saying, well, we got our own path. We ain't waiting on nobody molding our career. This is just what, this is the, you know what I'm saying? This is why you must move. You must move accordingly. And in this sport right now, so of course he's doing the right thing. He taking the right fight. If he wasn't ready to take his first fight in 154 and 1 or something, well, at least he's fighting an eliminator that's going to bring him closer to a title. And at least he's fighting the champion, somebody that holds the strap. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't care who was doing that. At least you fighting for straps and doing things that climb the rankings. And when you jumping into a new weight class, you know what I'm saying? Like, other fighters should actually take, you know, notes. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just sitting around not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or just waiting on the big fight. Go ahead, take that. You feel me? Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself active. He always going to be in ring shape. He always going to be in the ring, ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? When the right offer come across for that Virgil fight, we going to get that Virgil fight. But to sit here and act like Tank don't owe us fights is crazy. Everybody know Tank owe us fights. He owes unifications. He owes defenses against certain people. You know what I'm saying? He need to move up. You know what I mean? He down there at 135 acting like he can't go no higher than 135. He need to move up and show us something. Because I ain't believing in Barrios. Barrios just lost Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? Go up to 140 and get a scrap. You know what I'm saying? Go up to 140, beat somebody at 140, get a championship. Your fans will go crazy, nigga. Your fans, the Tankamaniacs will go crazy. So why not take that route? Jump up to 140, get you a strap. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even want to make this about Boots versus
Mozzie,
Tank. I
let
just
me
heard something earlier. You know what I mean? Oh, is that the bell?
well, nah, that's
No,
Brian Newman Sr.
Senior, what's good, champ? Yo, my fault. Yeah, yo, I called back in, man. Salute to the Normans. Yo, we coming to the A. Yo, look, Norman. Yo, we coming to the A, man. Please, if you can, if you're not going to Saudi, please pull up to
Oh,
the event, man, so we can get some autographs and some pictures.
He going to Saudi for sure. It's about when they leaving for Saudi.
No, I mean when you leaving, yeah. If you're still in the city, if you're still in the city, please, bro. You know what I mean? If you can, you know what I mean? Salute to you, though.
Salute me, dog.
All right.
Man, what's going on, Nance?
Oh man, over here defending Boots, man. They trying to give him a hard time.
You know, I've been dying all day. You know, I sent you some BS earlier today. I've been dying all day, man, but I
You
just
heard
got a
that call?
couple.
I'm sure you heard the caller that said it was luck that things worked out the way
Yeah,
they worked
and
out. It was luck.
you know what? This is what they missing. They missing this about that. Just because y'all are not smart, and I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about the person who said it was luck. Just because some of y'all are not smart and the people who we were talking to are not smart, don't mean that we wasn't smart. My son is on the upside of his career. He's 24 years old. He's not even like Rashida Ellis on the downside at 30 some years old. He's 24 years old. He was 23 at the time. You feel me? Jaron Ennis was the biggest fight. It was worth more money than what they said. It was even worth more money than that. And the fight with Devin Haney is proving that it was worth more money. It wasn't luck, brother. It was all knowledge. You have to know your worth, and that's what a good manager does. A good manager tells you what you're worth because they do. You know, if y'all know about housing, real estate, and the comps and everything else, so they know what it's worth. It's a unification bout, man.
I got Damian Clark with the $10. When it's Berlanga, he fighting bums. But Boots got time. Tank got how many fights? How many notable names? Boots, how many fights versus how many notable names?
Right. Hey, man, listen. What I got to say about it, and I'm just trying to understand about how they moved the what you call it, how they moved the needle. And what I mean by moving the needle is when I was talking to some of the Boost supporters and everything else, YSM, everybody in the chat, and even here, you heard people say when they say he dug Virgil, he openly dug Virgil in December. Openly said it was too close to whatever else. Then his people came out, well, you can't dug somebody in another weight class. Then he came back and he didn't make that easy money with Tio. You feel me? After Stanionis. You understand? I mean, he missed so many easy touches that he said he wanted the big names, and he still ain't bought a big name. And I'm just confused about why they moved the needle about what's going on.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, I wish I saw him in the chat. I'm at loss of words right now because I saw a lot of things I wanted to address, but you jump on, you can't really remember because there was certain things in particular that I wanted to address, but I can't really remember. But I would love to take some of the great talking points they got and destroy them. When they was talking about when Turkey came on your show and said that Boost want tune-ups, the argument was Turkey lying. Y'all believe Turkey? He lying. Now what you see, Ness? Is that not what they said, Ness?
That's what I said. Like, why people saying narratives and Boots saying we believe in narratives, but you announced Lima. That's telling the
But
truth.
that's telling the truth. Like you said, Turkey came on here, and when he came on here, all those people said they lied. And then when they said it first, man, he ain't gonna fight no Lima. Then when he fight Lima, man, he a champ. What?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. What about, I tell you what, Jason Saki was the Asian Pacific champ. How y'all feel about that? You got a whole lot of Latin WBC. They got so many belts out there, man. They got so many titles out there. You can't say he fighting a champ. There's so many champs. B was a champ when he beat Quentin Randall. He was the WBO Intercontinental champ. There's so many champs. Stop it, people. Stop it. Just admit that you in love. You in love with who you in love with, and I'm saying in love because that ain't right. Say you in love with who you in love with, and you don't support boxing. You just support people. It's about boxing over here, man. It's diehard fans over here on TBV, man. You feel what I'm saying? We want to see real boxing. We want to see the real fight, the real. You see how easy? Oh, my bad. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come on here and give props to Devin Haney. My boy Tip, Tip, you know my dog, but I gotta say you wrong, my brother. Now, I ain't got nothing to say about the tank situation, but when he was talking about Devin made an offer to Tio. Devin made an offer. He fought Ryan, got beat up, but he fought Ryan. Whatever you want to say, Osterine, whatever you want to say. He fought Ryan, got beat up. He made an offer to Tio. He made an offer to Shakur, and he made an offer to what's up? What's the fourth one? What's the fourth one? He the fourth one. He the fourth one.
Who,
So
the
there go
young
your
one?
four. There go the contemporaries right there. He made an offer to everybody. So with that being said, I'm saying he tried to move that way. He tried to move like a champ. So we'll give him that. And then he moving up and he finna, arguably take the worst ass whooping of his life. Well, he is finna take the worst ass whooping of his life against on November 22nd. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, shouts out to him, props to him. You feel what I'm saying? Your man's who older than Devin Haney ain't moving like that. He ain't never moved like that. He ain't never, and I don't think he ever gonna move like that because y'all already gave him this cushion around him. Y'all surrounded him in brotherly love where he gets to stay in his bubble. Where y'all, I mean, bro, I went to his post where he posted that when I sent you. And I read through the comments and I said, you gotta be shitting me. So many of them same people was hitting me on my DMs and was telling me that ain't true. They lying and watch he gonna fight Jesus Ramos. They was like, nah, he ain't gonna fight. Say he gonna fight Jesus Ramos. Watch. They was somebody he gonna fight this person, that person. They came out with a Uisma Lima and they made him somebody just like they made Karen somebody. After he fought Karen that looked like trash against Karen, now everybody else will beat Karen. Look, stop it, man. It's just because he fighting him, man. It's wild, man. It's insane.
Yeah, man. What are you gonna do?
I know, and I heard
I
you.
mean,
I
it's a
heard
lot
you.
of people though. It was a lot of people turned down the fights, right? Like
It
Boy
was
Chuck
200, but
turned it.
but look at the money. Look at the money though. Next, it was $125,000. It was 120. They make it $125,000. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to clear up with people. They think that when I do the breakdown, I did the breakdown on Coach Malachi earlier today of the numbers. The numbers are not the same. Here go the numbers if you go across the waters, the numbers are as simple as this. 20% to your promoter. So if you make $250,000, then 50,000 going to your promoter for you crossing the street. So that's 50,000 to your promoter. You're down to 200. 10% of it, which is 25,000, is going to your trainer. You down $75,000. 10% of it is going to your manager. Minimum 10%. I'm sorry, that's the minimum a manager
Yeah,
take is 10%.
and some of
10%
these
minimum.
managers taking way more than that.
That's what I did. That's why I said minimum. Minimum 10%, 25,000. That's $100,000. You're down to 150. So you got to pay your cut man. You got to pay all your other people. You got to pay your, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot in there. So you down to about $125,000 to go to another man's place, especially if you undefeated. You got your own career you running. You got this, you got that. Come on, man. You talking about $125,000 take home pay. It's not $250,000. Now, here goes the misconception that y'all got. Yeah, but if you fight for top rank or you fight for this, it's the same thing. No, you gain that 20% back. You gain the 20% back. Am I correct, Ness?
Yep.
You gain the 20% back. The 20% is $50,000. So you gain $50,000 back. So now instead of 125, you making 175. Now that's a big difference. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just letting y'all know all this 250 and all these numbers y'all throwing around. No. My man's who talking about, yeah, but they still, it was the most money. Bruh, we killing it now. We bet on ourselves and we won big time in less than a year. It's less than a year. And we finna more than triple up. After this, bro, we finna move from Sasaki to this. We're going to be more than triple up what they talking about. He lost. Y'all lost. The haters lost. You feel what I'm saying? No matter what, y'all lost. We got a bigger name. Is Devin Haney a bigger name than Stanionis? This?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if he a bigger name than Lima though. What you think?
You funny. You funny.
I'm just saying though. We finna have a bigger name at 24 years old. 3 title defenses in 1 year. You
I
feel
just
me?
said that.
Now,
I just said if he beat Devin, that's a bigger name than anything Boo's got.
bigger name than anything he got, anything he finna get. He's not even calling the guys out. He's not even calling them out. He stopped that. He stopped calling out people because people started answering. I better not do that no more. He was calling out the guys he couldn't get. He was calling out Errol, Spence. I'm not down. Spence, Crawford, Thurman, which Thurman called him out. What happened to why you didn't answer back to Thurman when he called you out? He was on the tape. What happened? Because you gonna go pay him $250,000? You ain't even make him offer to see if you want to make a fight. That could have been a big fight. That would have been a huge fight. You feel me? Like he stopped
Absolutely.
calling names. Yeah, he stopped calling names because them names started answering back, and now he's looking more and more like a duck. But they got him engulfed in those that little cotton pillow over there in Philly, and he bouncing around and kiting. And they just show, oh man, what's up, champ? I'm sure everywhere he go, because I know how people are when they're in your face. You feel what I'm saying? As opposed to on chats and on, on lives and and everything else. They completely different in your face. I learned that when I went to New York. Because everybody who beef with me on here, oh my God. I got no beef in New York. In New York City, I got no beef. Every number of love from everybody. But anyway, man, I just wanted to come on here to clear that up because y'all brought my boy name up. Some people talking about his look. Some people talking about the 1.7. Bro, that's 1.7 compared to what we're hearing now in the numbers is laughable. Less than a year later, 24 years old. You understand what I'm saying? That's laughable for what you're talking about. That means we bet right. All right. But all right, man, I'll be around.
All right, coach. Appreciate you.
Okay, for sure.
If you trying to call in, lines open. We got H-Town.
What up, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Man, these Boots fans are funny, man. That one guy said my boots. He caught himself, but we heard it. This is some groupie stuff, man. This ain't even fans, you know? And Mozzie, my dog. Like Boots and Tank damn near the same age, man. He'll be 29 next year, and he wants another tune-up. So that means by the time he gets a meaningful fight, he'd either be 29 or going into being 30. This guy's got like 35 fights already, this? 35 or 36?
34.
Okay, 34 fights, man. Come on, man. And people were like, oh, he beat Evanesian. Evanesian was on like a 12-day camp. Why do people forget that? You know? And then, oh, he didn't look impressive against Karen in either fight. This guy's supposed to be the phenom. He beat a Stanionis that was on a what year layoff? Like, come on, man. And now he's going with this guy. This is the guy that's phenomenal. This is the guy that's special. It's crazy, Dennis. You know, hey, props to Devin Haney, man. Young man moves at least to 5 people. Like I said, man. You know, now we got Brian Norman Jr. They want to go, well, what about those old fights of Brian Norman? Yeah, the kid was 21. He's a growing fighter. Boots ain't growing no more. That man, this is who he is already. He ain't gonna change this. Man's already damn near 30. You know? And they're like, oh, well, look what Bud did. What was the number one complaint on Bud, Ness? He ain't got no meaningful names, and he's in his mid-30s. Earl's gonna be his only meaningful name. And now since he's fighting Canelo, everybody the criticism everybody gave Bud. You know what I'm saying? They gave him all that criticism. Now people are just ignoring that. It's wildness because it's Boots. This guy's a waste of talent. He ain't gonna fight nobody. It is what it is. I guess he's gonna have his first meaningful fight at 30, like 5, but he's gonna be 50-0 fighting cans. Nasty work, Ness. I'm out.
All right. He got 34 fights, y'all, not 35. Y'all keep putting 35. This one will make 35. He got to actually have the fight first.
He's in no condition to continue
Bro, I'm gonna say this again. I guess I can't say I'm not. I'm only gonna say this once. I'm gonna keep saying it. Then I guess. Um, you got to give me footage, not the person you want to fight. Keem don't need no footage. Alex don't need no footage. Emperor King, Tip, they got fights. You the one we don't know. You the one got to prove you gonna show up. You the one got to prove you real and not a troll, bro. Please. Detroit, what up?
Yeah,
Yo.
you can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man. You niggas the reason it was wrong with the sport, bro. Y'all niggas saw anything a duck. Then you niggas say Ben Bunbaki is was known better than Karen. Like, you niggas just say anything, bro. That's what's wrong with the sport is you niggas. Nah, Tank ain't fought nobody. His last 5 fights better than Shakur. And last 5 fights better than Devin besides Loma. Like, you niggas not making no sense, bro. Then you call any nigga a duck. Like, that's what's the problem. You niggas. That's why I don't listen to none of you niggas call. Y'all niggas don't make sense, bro. How's a nigga ducking when he moving up a weight class, but he can't make the weight, but he ducking? Man, y'all niggas is stupid, bro. And you niggas the reason this sport is fucked up. The reason niggas not about to watch it no more. The reason niggas is retiring because of you niggas. Like, this shit is ridiculous, man. Shout out to Devin, bro. That's the only nigga that get respect in my book, bro. Like, big time boxing Detroit, man. Y'all niggas is weak. Y'all niggas don't know shit about boxing. And y'all keep calling every nigga a duck when y'all don't run a career. No, I'm not about to go shake my ass for some money, bro. Y'all niggas get ran by money. Y'all niggas get ran by money, bro. Y'all niggas don't do no principle or moral. Niggas is weak and lame, bro. Niggas is weak and lame. Go do something for some money. Shake your ass for some money. For Turk, bro. Big time boxing Detroit. I'm out, man. Weak ass niggas.
AC.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you. It's good Monday night, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was originally listening on YouTube. I was behind a little bit, man, but yeah, bro. I agree with the last caller's conclusion, but I don't understand. I don't agree with how he got there, bro. Because a lot of these calls, man, are exactly the reason why American boxing is messed up right now. But it's not for what he said, bro. It's because all these dudes are some ducks, man, and some businessmen, and they're not no competitors, bro. Like, you got Tip Bailey's coming in here, man. No disrespect to him. He basically praising Tank for being a popular bum basher. He can beat up a bum and make them popular. That's not cool, bro. We don't care about that. That does not make you an elite fighter or no star. You got my man Mozzie, no disrespect to you, talking about Boots got time. Why does he need to fight these guys? He's got this. Like, bro, what's smart? Like, bro, if you're an elite fighter, bro, I don't know when the mindset changed, and I feel like I say this every time one of these shows come up, bro. But I don't know when the mindset changed, but to be an elite fighter, bro, yes, you do have to fight top fighters back to back to back to back to back. Like, bro, people on the Discord know I rock with Canelo, bro. Imagine if Canelo's best wins was Yildirim and Rocky Fielding and maybe Liam Smith. That's what you guys be bragging about, bro. Like, is fucking Stanionis or Barantek better than Liam Smith? I mean, like, seriously, are they better than Liam Smith? I don't know, bro. Like, Liam Smith beat fucking Chris Eubank. Didn't he stop that, boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, and nobody considers that a top 10 win for Canelo, bro. But that might be the best win that's a higher level win than any win that these guys have, bro. A lot of these American fighters, bro.
Y'all are co-signing these dudes being divas, man. Like, bro, Floyd Mayweather wasn't making 25 million to fight Janero Hernandez. You have to build and like my man Mozzie said, if he fights Virgil Ortiz, what like this is how it's supposed to happen. Virgil Ortiz, that's a big fight. If you win impressively, more fans are going to be interested in your next fight. You go fight a name like Fundora. Oh, damn, that's another big fight. Now more people are interested because you just took another big fight. Oh shit, who's after Fundora? A dude like Bakram. You can build Bakram up as a dude who's the boogeyman. Oh snap, this man just had 3 big fights back to back to back. Bro, that's how dudes become stars, bro. That's how Oscar became Oscar. That's how Floyd became Floyd. The more big fights you take, the more interest people gonna get, and the more people gonna watch you, bro. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got names in your division that you can fight. And the man, like, come on, bro. Like, I don't think the point of I don't think people tripping on him taking tune-ups. It's like, bro, you really don't have that many of them guys. It's like contender level dudes. These dudes ain't proving nothing. You barely proving nothing. You gotta
You
stop endorsing this
you
shit,
going
man.
in and
Let
out a
these
lot,
dudes.
bro.
How do we know this dude is the best? My bad, man. I'm going through like I'm driving through Pennsylvania. If I cut out, just let me know. But like, bro, we really don't know who the best is, bro. Like, come on, man. These dudes are trying to use politics their way to champions instead of actually fighting and becoming champions, man. And we co-signing that shit, bro. That's not what's up, bro. The fucking you're not like, bro. You're supposed to actually beat a champion, bro. Like, sitting back waiting to fucking play politics to get your email the belt, wait for a dude to move up so you can just play politics to slide it to it. Like, that's not the mark of no champion, bro. That's a businessman, bro. You're not gonna become a great fighter with doing that type of shit, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop co-signing that, man. Like, bro, drop your nuts, bro. Like the great fighters you looked up to. People talk about Bud Crawford. We don't know who he was fighting, but the motherfucker was fighting lineal champions going undisputed and shit like that, bro. Like, you gotta respect. That's why he been pound for pound top 5 for damn near a decade. Niggas been respecting him. And it's like people think if you're not Floyd Mayweather, then you're not popular. If you're not selling a million pay-per-views, bro. Miguel Cotto wasn't on pay-per-view every fight, bro. Like, I don't know, man. The mindset gotta change, bro. The American boxing, man, niggas is on some diva shit, bro. Gotta get off that shit. But yeah, that's all I got for you, man.
All right, champ. We got a couple super chats here. Nas, $2. Can you use turkey money to gauge the market? No. Eastmax, $5. Salute TBB. Salute Brian. Boots, a duck. Tanky Tank, the biggest pussycat in boxing. Brian Jr. is the future face of USA Boxing. Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $10. Look at all the disrespect Spence get after the career he had. A lot of people question if he was ever even good. If Boots beats Virgil, people gonna throw him away and say Boots still ain't fight anybody. Back with another 10, drop a bomb for that dub. What has Virgil done that Stanionis didn't do before he fought Boots? That got y'all building him into the big beltless monster. If Boots stops Virgil, he becomes the same fighter as Stanionis. Actually, worse. Stanionis at least was a champ. Pistol, counterpunch. Remember, you already got one from Nas. Nas gave you one too, champ.
Yo, I thought I used Nas one
Nah,
before
I ain't
Norman
see
came
it.
on.
I ain't even noticed. All right.
Like, word. Yeah, nah, I'm keeping up. But see, the last caller, he proved it. He proving my point. It's like, and he don't even know it. What I had just said about Spence, like, you know what I mean? You got people questioning if Spence was even good in the first place now. You know what I'm saying? After everything he did, because he went out there and got stopped by Bud the way he got stopped. Now it's like we don't even know if he was really like that for real. You know what I'm saying? And that's how niggas throw fighters away. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what they do in this sport. If you pay it to see me, I pay close attention to everything that be going online, everything that be on Twitter. People already saying After the Zudin came out here and got beat up again, people was already saying that Bakram might not even really be like that. Like people were saying that on Twitter, like, Bakram just beat up on Zoo, who was already cooked. So for him to sit here and try to act like Boots versus Bakram is a big fight, that's a lie. That's a lie, because you're gonna have casuals like himself that's gonna call up and be like, oh, oh, who is Bakram? Who is Moitayev? We don't know this guy. Who is that? That's not Virgil. They gonna get. But if you live, that's why I say you got to be living in the times. If you living in the times, then you know that Bakram is a beast. We know that because we seen him come on this show and tell us that, and then we believed it when we spoke to him. When you came and interviewed him, we believe in what he's saying, what he telling us, and then we seeing what he doing in the ring, and he passing the eye test. So yeah, we'll say yeah, that's a beast. But to the public, no, that's not no big fight, man. That's not no big fight. And the Fundora fight is not guaranteed. You can't sit here and say just if he beat Virgil, he gonna get the Fundora fight. Shit, if he beat Virgil, Fundora might duck him. I mean, you can't, what PBC got going on over there, you can't just come over there and just fight they fighters. You gotta, you know what I mean? Like you gotta have some type of pull to go up in PBC and get a fight against Mario Barrios right now or a fight against Sebastian Fundora. Not anybody could get them fights. Those is protected champions. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna get that Xander Zayas fight. You feel me? We might get Xander Zayas versus Boots. That's a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? That's a little bit more realistic. That's why I ain't said nothing about him doing no undisputed at 154 run. Cause I know you're gonna have to jump through all types of hoops and shit before you can get a chance to become undisputed at 154 when you got Fundora and Barry, when you got Fundora holding that belt hostage like that. You feel me? So who's to say he can even get a shot against that? But he beats Virgil, y'all gonna be asking him to move up to 160 and fight whoever the hell y'all consider to be the man at 160. And then he beats him, it's just gonna be like, all right, he can retire now. You know what I mean? Like he ain't got nothing else to do. What if he ain't ready to? What if he want to have him a nice little lengthy career and make it to them 50 fights? Let the man do what he doing, man. You know what I'm saying? He moving right, man. People just impatient, and I get it when you paying. Like I said earlier, when you paying, you want your bang for your buck. You want, what you prefer. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, shit just don't work like that, man. This is a blood sport right here, man. These people fighting and putting their lives on the line, and they got families to take care of. You got to move strategically. You feel me? And people calling him a duck. I don't know. Did Turkey say he put an offer on for who he offered him to fight? Like, did he say what the offer was? I don't remember it
Which
being like
offer?
clear. I remember him saying he was gonna offer Boots something, and Boots was like, "Look, I want a couple tune-ups," and he was like, well, "We ain't got no tune-ups over here. Go back to your promoter." Boom. All right, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm moving at the time that I want to move. You feel what I'm saying? That don't mean that he can't get that don't mean he don't plan on fighting them guys. But it's like if he fight Virgil next, he gotta go. I'm trying to tell you, like if he could go into the Bachman fight and then beat him, and then people will say he's a nobody too, man. So
I
we just
got
gotta let
Brian
this thing
Norman
play
back.
out.
I got Brian Norman back, but I think he want to talk to you, right, Norman?
Who was that?
This is Mozzie.
Nah, I
This
want to talk to Cliff.
Clip.
Oh yeah, nah,
But
yeah.
I
Cliff
gotta
was the
say
one that
something.
was calling out.
Oh yeah, Cliff
Word,
talking a
all
whole
right,
lot of
man.
mess. I'm finna cook him right now. What's up, my? Hey, look. But
Salute,
listen, I want to
salute.
say something. I want to say something before we go because I don't want to get into the arguing and all the talking over. Do people? Do I see keep seeing 1.7 duck their biggest payday, duck this and duck? And this was some of the facts I wanted to put out that people don't know. Apparently, you can look this up and Google it. Before Stanionis fought Jaron Ennis, his biggest payday was $50,000. Look that up. Max 100. Max. It's different reports. You can go look it up. 50,000 was one report. 100 was another report. You feel what I'm saying? Non-title fight with a guy with 6 fights. That was Gabriel Maestre. That was his biggest fight. That was his biggest payday before drawing in this. So that just puts you the biggest payday. Okay. So, but he paid him more
You
money.
talking about
We know that.
Stanionis?
Stanionis. Stanionis. My bad.
Okay.
Who did I say? Who did I say?
It sounded like you said Boots pick his paid. I'm like, what?
No. Stanionis. I did. I probably did because I definitely didn't say Stanionis. That name ain't come from my mouth. Stanionis. Stanionis' biggest payday against Gabriel Maestre was $50,000.
Uh.
Y'all can look that up now. Look that up. All right. Fast forward. Pass that right there. The, why are people talking about 1.7 when I just told you? I just came on here and told you, looking at what's going on right now, 1.7 seems so laughable. I just said that, right? Y'all forgot that Jaron Ennis was offered more money than he ever made against Virgil Ortiz in December. Did y'all forget that? Why nobody talking about the money he turned down? The rumor was it was $5 to $8 million. Then he turned down the Tio fight, $8 to $11 million. That's what the rumor was. Why? I'm trying to understand why people stuck on that one little 1.7 when I told you I was nothing. I told you that money was nothing. I told you
Mm-hmm.
that. That money, listen to me. $1.7 million does not change. It's not life changing for us. It's not. It's when you break it down to what you're gonna break it down to, it's not life changing at all. So that's why I say I've been trying to tell them that as honestly and understandably as possible. Like, bro, I'm not broke. He's not broke. We're not poor. We ain't no. That's not life changing money for us. That's not. Oh, no. That's not life changing money. All right. The money you talking $8 million, even if you break it down to get $4-5 million, that's life changing money. Even for him, I don't even care what he been making now. That's life changing money for your family and everybody else. For what he turned down for Virgil and what he turned down for, I'm sure Devin, and he turned down 3 life changing offers. I don't hear nobody. Y'all talking about a 1.7, 1.11. Bruh, you sound retarded. Stop it. Get Cliff on here. Let me cook him up real quick, please, sir.
He ain't call in, but your
Cliff.
boy is there till Cliff call in. Come on in, Cliff. Call. Don't you
Yeah,
run
Cliff,
from
you
Senior.
calling me to my ship took calls. You tried to call before and you got cut off before because that was the boxing gods. That was the boxing gods didn't want you to talk. I remember when you tried to get on and he couldn't. You remember that? He couldn't connect. He tried to get on and couldn't connect. Well, who we got now?
Brim.
Man,
Oh,
you got
oh
your
what up?
bro in
What
the
up?
building, man. What's up, man?
Hey, look. I ain't gonna lie to you. Secretly, I imagine Brim somewhere with some glasses on in front of the computer doing his glasses and shit like this, typing this shit.
Man, I'm about to get ready to go to work. I just had to pull. I just wanted to pull up real quick and say, hey, this was a move that I told Ness about because L Dub be on the game looking at the rankings, and he called this like a week ago.
Right.
I'm gonna try to be fair to Boost, but at the end of the day, man, you gonna go take your shots at him. You should because they drug y'all name in the dirt, man. And I saw all the bull crap when I did all that research, and everybody called me cap, and everybody coming at me. But bro, all these moves are kind of telling you a little bit more than people want to admit, man. It is what it is. He could turn around and have a great career and do some damage and win in 154. But the bottom line is the series of moves over the last year and a half to 2 years have been questionable, and everybody has held you and your son's feet to the fire. But I mean, they're holding Boots' feet to the fire now. But for a while, they weren't looking at it the way they need to look at it. Eddie's a really smart businessman, and he be playing the games like he played, like the whole Rashidi thing. Rashidi was never getting that fight, dog.
Nope, never,
This
never.
fight was
And I'm on
already set
record.
in
I
stone.
said that. I told y'all that. Rashida wasn't getting that fight. He messed up. He should have said, "Yeah, where do I sign?" He messed up. Even the slight "I call you back" would have been a mess up. He should have. I bet. Where do I sign? He messed up. He could have exposed everything, man. He could have exposed everything. Eddie wouldn't give him that fight, and the
Yeah,
fight
but
with Lima was
he
already.
gave him an out. He gave him the easy out because they knew that was gonna come anyway. They knew that first 150, that 250 was an out, and then when they did the 500, even if he had to say yes, they would have been like,
Dead,
"Oh, it's too late because we
dead,
offered you
dead.
250."
Yep.
It was gonna go the other way regardless.
Yes. Lima had already got that fight. I'm telling you, I'm positive. Lima had already took that fight.
I know. The
Yeah,
moment
Lima
Lima
had
got
already
put
got
number
the fight.
10 in the WBA was a telltale sign, man. It was a very telltale
Yeah,
sign. I mean, again, paying attention to
yeah,
the rankings take you a long
yeah.
way, but a lot of us boxing fans don't. That's why I appreciate the brothers that do that and helps us be on point because there's not always structure and reasoning behind the rankings. So you just got to pay attention to the movement.
So,
Because
and, and,
the
and,
truth of the
and
matter
ask
is,
yourself
right
why.
now, because it's where the money go. Because look, right
Damn,
Right?
now, if
Boots do got
Boots fights,
35 fights. I forgot the new
Boots fights Lima,
contest.
right?
Let's pick this. Boots fights Lima and beats Lima, and then tell us wins on his card that's coming up on the 23rd. They're gonna make that a WBA mandatory fight, basically for the belt when Bud drops it. But they're not gonna turn around and do the same thing when it comes to Rolly Romero and Gayasov, even though Gayasov should have that. But because Gayasov don't generate nothing, they gonna throw him to the side and they gonna just gloss over him. That's where the
Yeah.
problems in boxing is.
Absolutely. But what I was gonna say, let me go ahead and cook some of Cliff points that he kept trying to scream in the comments, and now he don't want to
Yeah,
call
he
for
ain't
whatever
calling
reason.
in. He ain't calling in.
That's what I said. That was, let me go on and cook. I mean, he kept typing them over and over. So they mean you do. They mean you listen. What I said
Hey,
for
before
the
you I
huh?
want to say this real quick because I want to hop off.
Yeah.
I know Junior telling you to leave this shit alone now. I bet you like don't even do this shit, but I ain't mad at you.
What?
Go have fun, bro. Go body bag these suckers. God
All
bless
right,
y'all.
dog. Yeah.
Unbiased out.
No, no, no. Yeah, okay. Well, respond what he just said. Now, Junior told me, like with the Devin thing, he told me to leave that alone till they get close to the fight. So I'm staying off of the Devin thing. You know what I'm saying right now. And then with the Boots situation, when it comes between Boots and my son, he told me to leave that alone a long time ago, which I did, but I still can speak the facts when it comes to boxing about what I know about what happened because I already got to understand. Like, bro, look, I'm my own man. I got my own opinion, and I'm gonna tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to bring it up and push for this and push for that. You know what I'm saying? He don't want me, because I know what's going on. I've been knowing what's going on. I've been telling people, and again, I'm not this Nostradamus person that can make everything come true like it's coming true. He is, I said in every single comment on every single post leading up to this fight right here when he went miss, I said, listen, what's taking him so long to get a fight is he's looking for the easiest opponent for him to look good against. You go check any comment from about a month or two ago. I said, I told Jamil YSM, bruh, what's taking him so long is he's looking for the perfect opponent. And I didn't know the cheapest opponent.
Mm.
So he looked for the perfect cheapest opponent too. You feel me? Rashidi Ellis was not a good opponent for him to look great against, devastated against, so he can, keep this boogeyman status and this, to keep these guys going. I mean, they came up with a name and they found a way to to advocate for this name. Like he's a champion. Okay, well, the same ones who said, well, he's a champion. Like I said, Jensen Saka was the Asian Pacific champion. Go look that up and put some respect on his name. Let's see you put the same respect on the Asian Pacific champion, Jensen Saki name. All right. Now let me cook some of the things that Cliff said. I'm sorry, real quick, real quick.
You got
What
it.
Cliff said was if we knew the 1.7 and this and that we don't know. Jaron Ennis at the time was the biggest fight to be made. We were not going to take the biggest fight to be made at $1.7 million because then you put a cap. Because again, even like after the Devin Haney situation, thank God we got Turkey in it because now the game changed. Turkey wasn't in this with us back then. We weren't involved with Turkey back then. So now, if you beat a Devin Haney, you involved with Turkey. Turkey, you're going to be Turkey's guy, or Turkey. You know what I'm saying? Especially depending on how it go, then you can work with Turkey, and he can make fights with you, and y'all can get them big checks. With Top Rank, we know they're not known to pay that type of bread. So with a Top Rank situation, if you fight a Jaron Ennis on a matchroom card for that amount of money, so you know you got to pay all these. They know what you got to do. So Top Rank can come back after that. What opponent are they going to give you? That's you're going to be the same type of fighter. Once you make $1 million, you're $1 million fighter. I keep telling people that. Once you make $1 million, that's you up your range. That's how you grow. That's how you grow your status. People don't go from $1 million to $300,000. That doesn't happen. You feel what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
to answer what Cliff was saying about the $1.7 million, we were not going to take the biggest fight at welterweight for $1.7 million. Not to say we didn't even turn the fight down. We were still at the negotiating table when they turned and ran. And Rachel done told y'all it was all capped from the start. And my son had surgery on his hand, so that fight wasn't going to happen anyway. So I'm so sick of people talking about that because there's so many reasons. And they give all the reasons for that fight, but they don't give no reasons and ask no questions about why Jaron is not fighting us like he said he was going to fight in October, November, December. Why did he go undisputed? Why did he call us out after his fight with Stanionis? Why did he do so many, all the questionable things he did? They go back to 2024, our first encounter with these people that we didn't even fight that year, and say, well, why didn't y'all do this? Well, ask that man why he didn't do so many other things. Why don't y'all do that? Ask him why he didn't do all those things. You can't. He don't talk to y'all. He don't listen to y'all. Y'all are not. The only ones he talk to are the ones that talk nice to him. The ones that he got to have you in his bubble. You can get around him and talk nice to him. All the rest of y'all, he not gonna talk to you. You can't ask him them questions. You can't do that. You can ask me whatever you want. I'm seeing. I'm on here calling Cliff out there and screaming like a little girl. Hey, pick me, pick me. Then I get on here and he ain't nowhere to be found. I ain't never. I came back on here for nothing because I came back on here for Cliff because he in the comments all over. Come look, he in the comments all over. Yeah, why he ain't take calls? Why he ain't this? Why he ain't that? But y'all some bro. Look, they flaw. They flaw, man. Listen, y'all, you not gonna beat me. None of y'all. None of y'all people with all your and the reason you're not gonna beat me, I keep telling you, is because I tell the truth. We about that smoke for real. We don't duck no smoke. We don't duck no fights. All fights with us are made easy. They're made very, very easily. Two people want to fight. Everybody understands what the pay grade is. Everybody understands what the pay scale is. Everybody understands what we own. Everybody understands what we doing. Now we fighting. In that case, Eddie Hearn was full of games. He didn't understand what people was. No, he didn't even want to. Anybody he didn't want to understand. We didn't know that he was on them kind of games. Now I've exposed to the world that y'all can go back and look at all the things he does. Just like the Virgil, he announced strategically Virgil Ortiz Boots Ennis for 2026 a few days before announcing Lima. Why do y'all think that is? You smart enough to say, well, if you didn't duck this and you didn't duck that, and you knew you were going to get Devin fight, and you knew you were going to get Sasaki fight, then that meant you did it on purpose. Well, I'll tell you what, then. You smart enough to understand that or think you're smart enough to figure out something like that, but you're not smart enough to realize that the man announced Virgil Ortiz, Jaron Ennis for 2026 a couple of days before the Lima fight just to soften the blow. You didn't understand he gave you a bottle of water with a nasty pill. You didn't know that's what that was? Y'all not smart enough to understand that? Y'all not smart enough to understand when Eddie said he might be possibly moving up before Sasaki fight. What was that? A week before. It was a week before my son fight.
Oh,
When
here go
Eddie
Tip.
said,
He
Tip,
came on. Tip.
I say
You
Tip, I said Clip. Tip, my dog.
I meant Cliff. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
what I want. What's up?
Yeah, and so it's like you using all his shortcomings at 54 so you could make it look like he was trying to play you when he always had the smoke for you, but just because he don't got the smoke for the fighters at 54, that don't got nothing to do with you because he was willing to fight you all for two times at the end of last year and in the middle of this year. But what he's doing at 54 don't have nothing to do with him with him avoiding people at 54 has nothing to do with what you and him had going on.
You ready to get cooked? You said he had all the
But
smoke for
yeah,
me.
I'm not trying to
Hold
take
on,
it.
hold on,
I'm
hold on.
not
I
trying to
let you
take it
talk.
too far. Yeah, one at a time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm letting you talk. When did he ever have smoke for us? When did he ever say he wanted to fight us? When did he ever say out of his mouth he wanted to fight us? Ever?
The first time for 1.7 where he went up multiple times to try to give you a number that was fair before that you even knew that all the fighters from 140 was moving up or Sasaki wanted to fight y'all the very first time. That's when he sent
Okay,
y'all the offer and y'all didn't want it. So
okay.
so so why did you decline that when you didn't even know all these other things was on the horizon, or did you?
Okay. Back it up again, slowpoke. I just said the fight itself was worth more money. And let's keep this clear. Boots Ennis has never had smoke for us. Boots Ennis has never had smoke for Brian Norman. If you ever ask Boots Ennis, if you ever say Brian Norman to Boots Ennis, he gets very upset, extremely upset, visually upset. He don't want to hear our name. Boots Ennis has never said he had smoke for us. So
So
first of all, stop that.
1.7 wasn't
Wait,
smoke for you.
wait a minute. No, you said he had smoke for us. He had no smoke for us ever. He's never had smoke for us. Now, fast forward. You said he wanted to fight us at the beginning, the middle of this year, May the 19th to be exact. Our manager, I'm sorry, the partner of our management company, Adrian Clark, called Eddie 2 days after they made that pump fake that we had 6 weeks before the fight was fighting Sasaki. They wanted to set that fight up for the end of the year. Do you remember that, Cliff?
Yeah, of course I
Okay,
remember.
so
Yeah, I
when was that
remember.
fight?
Of course I
When was that fight
remember.
supposed to take place?
At the end of this year.
Okay, so we agreed. We agreed.
No,
We
you
said
didn't.
everything,
No, you didn't. Bro, you said that you wasn't gonna talk about it while you was in the middle
sir,
of a fight with
sir.
Jensaki.
Okay, okay,
Okay, yeah,
we gonna
say
take
that.
that back because you believe
You
I
got
got you.
videos all over YouTube saying that you was not about to negotiate that offer while you had a fighter already you had in front of you. That
You
I'm
ready?
lying.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Can Jerron in
All
this
right,
fight
for yours.
at what? Can Jerron in this fight at 147 October, November, December right now?
Maybe he could if y'all would have gave him that let him know that he was going to fight at the end of the year. Maybe he would have prepared himself to fight at the end of the year, because y'all wanted to push it back until after the Sasaki fight and then start negotiations when he know Devin out there lurking, because Devin sending him offers, so he knows that y'all got other people on the table and y'all just gonna play around with him, and he needs to get ready for whatever he's going to do. So for the fact that he offered you to fight and he was like, sign it, and after Sasaki we'll get to it, y'all said no, right? So now you acting like, yo, he can't even make that weight no more. So I he's pump faking because he can't make 47, but at the end of the year, like he was offering. But it's not that he couldn't make it, is you wouldn't give him a commitment so he could commit to making the weight to make the fight.
Ness, at this point, do I need to? I know everybody here how stupid he sound. Do I need to even respond to this? I know everybody here how dumb he sound. You
Good.
got a man
Chop
right
it
now.
up, then make me
Wait a
look
minute. Okay.
stupid, and this
Okay.
can
Okay.
hang
Well,
up
wait a
on me
minute.
right now. If
No,
you
no,
got
no,
an
no.
answer to that,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait
chop
a
it
minute.
down quick.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Your guy came out and said, I'm moving up the day of my son's fight. The day before, I'm moving up to 54. Then he took, what month is this? Then he took a whole month and a half, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. Then he took pretty much 2 months to announce the fight when he moved up. Then he said that he was moving up because his doctor told him he got a fake doctor's note saying that he was only performing at 30%. And you're on here telling me that we ducked the fight when your guy moved up before we could have that fight. When I just tried to tell you, we called Eddie 2 days after they made that pump fake and told him we wanted to lock the fight in right then. Did you hear what I said when I said that? We called
Yeah, so
Eddie,
my question
told
to
him,
you, hold on, time out, time out. Just real quick. If that's true, why were you going on YouTube telling people you wasn't willing to negotiate while you had Sasaki in front of you? If you called Eddie back and you was willing to basically make a fight in the future, why you had a fight on the table? Because I swear I heard you say that you wasn't willing to do that. But right now you're saying you called him back 2 days later, and you was gonna make a fight in the future. Why one was on the table? I guess because you that bad and y'all was willing to do it. So that must be where I'm confused then. Cause so is that what you're
you're
saying?
very
You was
confused because
gonna
I said
make
that
the
on
fight.
several interviews. I said it on several interviews. I said it on several, and look,
So
and
but
I
you
said
didn't.
that I called. Wait a minute. I called Bozy 6 times. I left Bozy 2 messages. I called Pooh Ennis, not called Pooh. I text Pooh Ennis on DM. Anybody, y'all can reach out to him and verify. I got a text message right now. And yes, I send to you the verify that it ain't, so you can tell them I'm telling the truth. You hear? I called everybody. I even said I'm gonna do this when I get off. I even sent a message to Bozy after they was ignoring me for a week, saying let's make this fight, and it was like May the 22nd or 3rd. Mind you, they put this call out on the 19th, May the 19th, May 22nd, 3rd, somewhere around that time. I said, "Excuse me, sir, who do we contact to make this fight? Y'all said y'all wanted." That's what I said to him. Please, I said the same thing to his brother. Who do we contact to make this fight y'all said y'all wanted? Go back and look at Jaron in his tweets, and you will see around that exact same time, he said, I'm not waiting on nobody. And I said, well, you waiting on somebody because you still waiting. Even after the fight,
I
he was
lost.
still
I
waiting.
got
All the
lost,
way.
or he got lost. I can't hear him no more.
You can't hear me, Nesh?
Nah. Yo, why
I
is
Everybody
hear
hear
you.
me?
It's him. It's him. He
Yeah,
out there in
everybody hear me. So
he in them
understand this.
Connecticut. He
Hey,
in them
my question to
Connecticut
you, Cliff.
woods.
My question for you, Cliff, is this right here. I'm over here answering every single question anybody got to say, and I answer it with a plausible, feasible answer. Everything he said, I'll make 147 easy. Did he say that, sir?
Yep.
No. Did he say that, Cliff?
Cliff gone. I think he got bad service.
Well, he said he made 147 easy, right, Ness?
Oh, he back.
Ness, it's mighty funny. People ask us why we turned that 1.7, why they didn't ask him why he turned that 5 million to 8 million and 11 million. It's funny how they ask us why we didn't do this and why they ain't asking them nothing. It's funny why they doing that. It's funny how they get stuck on that. It's funny. You feel me? I'm right here telling you. I'm telling you what's going on. And I told you what was going to happen. I told everybody he's looking for either way out. He's looking for a light touch. He's looking for the perfect. After B. Norman did what he did, he has to come back and try to do something. He felt like he did it. Well, he did do it. After B did what he did to Quavez, and he came back and did what he did to Stanionis, a tough opponent. He has to come back after B gets a knockout of the year to look spectacular. He heard what I said in that post in that when they was in the camera in the ring, because I went back and watched it, and you could hear what I said. So I know he caught it. I said, that's how you get him out of there. I was asking people, could they hear me? They said no. I went back and watched it. You absolutely heard me. Right before they started talking, I said, that's how you get him out of there. That was in reference to Boots Ennis. Get him out of there, man. What are you doing? Get him out of there. That's how you get him out of there. That's what I kept saying. Clear as day.
all
They
right.
heard that. They
So
know.
so
Cliff,
you
we
so
gonna do
so
this forever? You haven't
uh,
made no points.
never
You
mind.
ain't made no
All
points,
right
Phil.
then, whatever then.
Nah, I'm just
I'm out
asking.
then
I'm
if I
just
made no
asking.
points, whatever then.
You lost, brother. You lost. I told you I'm gonna cook you. Look, go ask Boots something.
Well,
Go ask them
I
something.
listen. He didn't tell us that he wasn't gonna make the offer when he had to fight in front of him. Y'all give him the benefit of the doubt of that. So then whatever. And now you rushing me off the phone. If you want me to get me off, then I'll get off. But also, what I was gonna say, since you giving me a little bit more time, is so you basically telling us that if Devin was on the table and Boots was on the table, that you was gonna choose Boots if the offer was equal to unify championships
Absolutely.
instead of taking Devin.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want Boots, but I want him bad. Absolutely. My brother, not my brother, my damn. My son want him. Yes, we want him
I'm
in the
gonna get off
ring.
next line.
We want him in the ring. We want him in the ring. I done told everybody. I told everybody, spam him. We want him in the ring. Spam him. Tell them we want him in the ring. Now, let's make this clear. People say they like to put words in my mouth. You say he's such an easy fight. No, he will be the toughest fight. That's why we want him, because we know we better than him. He will be the toughest fight. So don't mix up what I say. I don't think Bill came on somewhere trying to say that the Norman team said he was tougher than Devin Haney. Absolutely not. I'm sorry that Devin Haney was tougher than Boots Ennis. Absolutely not. Boots Ennis will be the by far the toughest opponent, and that's what we want. We want the toughest opponent. We want him in the ring. He don't want Jaron Ennis by proof right now does not want the toughest opponents by proof. We getting in there with the biggest opponent right now, even a big opponent he ever fought right now. That proves we want it. He didn't do that at 24. He didn't do that at 25, 26, 27, or 28. He ain't did that. We want the toughest opponent. The clip said that we done.
He dropped off. He done again.
All right. So but I know you understand what I'm saying now, right, Ness?
For sure.
Every point I'm here for y'all to make your points. Come cook me, fillet me, slice me up, serve me up well done. Let's get it. I'm gonna tell you everything, and it's gonna add up to the same number. But all right, man, my bad for getting on here messing up your time again, man. But hey,
Nah,
you
you
look like you
good.
got low energy. Listen, you look like you got low energy anyway, because I seen you that day. It was a day that somebody must have sent you their name, and you was like, who is this, bro? You like, no, he can't do that. You remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Somebody told me about this a few days ago, and I couldn't
I
believe
saw
it.
you. I saw you. I saw
But
you when they said it.
it is what it is, man.
I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you. Hey, I'm glad. That's why I sent it to you. That's why I sent it to you, because I saw you that day. I said, good, because I knew that's what it was. And I was like, I'm glad you feel that way, because I said, hey, I'm clowning. Like my man said, they came and drug us through the mud. Brian Norman not good. I'm gonna make sure I clip that. Brian Norman not good, but he the best at 147. You ain't the best at 154. Brian Norman is finna prove he the best at 157 or 147 against anybody. You ain't even trying to prove you the best at 154 or no other weight. Say something. He ain't got nothing, brother. None of his people got nothing to say. They have nothing to stand on but hopes and dreams and prayers of what they thought. That's all they got to hang on to. That's it. You got nothing but hopes and dreams and prayers of, man, I've seen it, man. I'm trying to tell you what I know. No, you don't know. I looked a little different. I saw it a little different. And I see it. He can't beat my son at all. He can't. I know how to shut all the before you get spectacular, your foundation has to be good. Foundation is horrible. Hear what I just told you. Before you get spectacular, the foundation has to be good, and the foundation is horrible. And if you take him back to, and you won't, let me tell you one thing you don't do. One thing you don't do is you don't showboat in there with a serious fighter. You don't showboat when you in there with a serious fighter, you locked in. And when you get locked in, you tend to look normal. You tend to look what because you got to be as on point as you got to be because this man ain't playing with you. You feel what I'm saying? This man is on you. You talking about pressure. You feel what I'm saying? But the people got to know boxing, to understand that. You feel me? Next, you done been in the head gear, man. You know how it is to be in that ring, and well, you tall, so I don't know how you know how that is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you tall, I guess your head be out of there a lot. So, but I'm saying, bro, you down in the trenches or whatever, man. It get hot in there, man. It get hot in there. You get hot in the kitchen, baby, and that's why he won't like touches because it get hot in the kitchen. He wants something. He wants something to amp him back up like he was Eimantas Stanionis or whatever. He done took his vacations. He done went here and went there. You had people talking about they was giving him grace, saying he fought David Avenesian in July, then he fought Karen in November. How y'all expected him to come back and fight in February 22nd, but then he was in scheduled to fight in March initially against like it was crazy, man. When B Norman coming back, he fought in March the 29th, which is April, fought in June, and he was willing to fight Jaron Ennis in September. Peep that. That'd have been 3. He was willing to do that, and he was gonna go to Philly. And we told him. And we told him we're gonna go to Philly. Check y'all mans. Check them. Ask them the questions. Don't ask us. All right.
For sure. Thank you, champ.
Okay, Doc.
Coach.
Okay. All right.
All right, we got Andre Jones, $5. And he is saying, I don't know why I hear the 10K. His opponent have been better than Shakur opponent. Shakur don't even fight full-time boxers. Literally. And he boring. Mozzie, pound for pound, number 2 in the chat. Senior, would you consider a fight against Ellis at 47? Coach Allen, $5. Senior, when you get in camp, can we get some work with the champ? My guy is 10-0, 19 years old, at 140. Congrats on everything. Jerry Soriano, $2. I said this before, those 2 Karen fights humbled Boots. Mr. Perfect, $2. This ninja wanna be Bill so bad. Laughing out loud emoji. Pistol Parkway Mozzie, pound for pound, number 1 in the chat, holding that status. $2. Benavidez and Yard doing nothing to sell the card. Oh yeah, nobody even talking about that. It's crazy because I asked for that fight. But that is the last super chat. We got Mr. PBC. Mr. PBC. Mr. PBC. All righty then. All right. So that's it then. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. On to the next one. Matt Bent, $102. We like rice and oxtails with my Limas, not boots. Peace.